Hi guys, welcome back to We Are Tottenham TV, and this is some bad work from me. 1 second on the playing that level.
Do you know how many times I've done that for?
What an absolute loss of professionalism there from me. I apologise. I'm Barnaby Slater from Spurs on podcast. I'm here with Ash Matic from South Equalizer. How are you, Ash?
I'm very good, man. How are you, my bro?
Well, I'm embarrassed about what just happened there. I
Don't
tried
be.
so hard to seem like a professional. But more importantly, it's Tottenham Hotspur versus Brentford at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium tonight. A chance for us to get back to winning ways after a draw against Manchester United and that disappointing defeat against Manchester City. Ash, I just told you specifically don't ask me too many questions about the Man City game because I was so drunk when I was watching it that I can't remember. But I've just said it out loud. How did you feel watching that? And do you think it has any bearing on tonight's game?
Look, let's be honest. The better team won. They were all over us, like potato spread, like peanut butter, jelly, you name it, butter, gravy, whatever you want to call it, mustard. We got what, one chance against them? One chance. And that was half a chance, if that.
The Brennan Johnson.
And you had to kind of watch it back because, like, what, we had one shot? Because when you were watching it, you were like, you didn't even realize that we tested the keeper. Yeah. We didn't even test the keeper. The shots weren't even off target. It was just that, like, bad. I think that's why the fan base weren't happy, because it's one thing losing like 2 or 3 or 4, but it's another thing not even, like, you know, attempting to get a shot on goal at their goalkeeper.
But it's entitlement, isn't it? Because it's the fan base saying, oh, we're so used to us doing well and we went to the Etihad and scored 3 goals and got a good draw.
You think so?
That it's now like, oh, we had one bad performance where we kind of slipped back to the Conte ball, and it's the entitlement of we're not used to that, and they're getting I think they're a bit above themselves, no?
I hear you. But I think if we'd lost and we had a go, because it looked like we didn't have a go. I think that's what it was. I don't think it was the fact that, you know, it's Man City, they dominated. They're going to do that to any team. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying like we expect, I don't know, 50% possession, 60% possession. But it was the fact that we didn't really look cohesively on the ball when we had our chance on the ball.
Yeah.
I think that's what the problem was. And then it didn't help that we went out in a League Cup earlier, and then on top of it, this is FA Cup. It was like everyone was optimistic going into the game, and I think that's what affected a lot of the fans and opinions about what had happened, and affected the mood essentially. Yeah,
but then to try and swing it to a glass half full side of it, we're now out of both cups. It was a bit of a no-lose gamble because it's Man City, the best team in the world. I personally think that the way he's set up with the central midfield of Rodri and Kovacic didn't allow us to play the way we wanted to play.
Correct.
Kind of broke up all of that kind of inverted fullbacks and good central midfield play that we've been doing. And we're out of it now, 1 game a week, apart from this week pretty much actually. And we can go into this Brentford game with some positivity. Let's have a look at the team. So actually, I don't want to blow any smoke up my own ass, but this is exactly the team that I predicted on my Spurred On podcast, which you should check out if you haven't already. So it's Vicario in goal. Usual back 4. Now we've got our injuries and suspensions back. Pedro Porro, Christian Romero, Mickey van der Ven, Destiny Udogie. And then Bentancur, Skip and Maddison makes his first start since his injury. Let's talk in a minute, Ash, about whether we think Skip or Bentancur will play in that 6 role. I think it'll probably be Bentancur as it shows on the graphic. And then Kulusevski comes in to give Brennan Johnson a little rest. Timo Werner starts his 3rd game in a row, and Richarlison in the 9. Do you agree with me? You think it'll be Bentancur in the 6?
Yeah, it has to be. I think that was part of the reason why we struggled playing out from the back. I think Højbjerg played in the 6. From when I watched it, it looked like sometimes he didn't really want it in that kind of area because he's not the most press-resistant player, let's face it. Yeah. And so when we were not playing centrally, and I know it's a risk to play it centrally, but that's the way we play. Of course. And Bentancur in that position, he can kind of look after the ball a little bit more. I know sometimes it did get through to him, and as a result, he didn't look too good against Man City. Right. He looked like he lost the ball quite a lot of times. Yeah.
Because of City's almost second line of pressing, which was very impressive.
Exactly. So, but I like to see Bentancur back there. He's done it before. He's one of our better midfielders. He looks more assured, press resistant, as I said before. He can actually carry it out from the back and pass it and start our transitions really smoothly. So I think Bentancur being there and Skip alongside him at times. Sometimes I think we will switch to a double pivot at times where we've got 2 defensive midfielders, 2 6s, and they will just help protect our play, you know, and we haven't got the ball. So yeah, I just think Skip, his legs.
Yeah.
Manchester United, I noticed it a lot. He looked really sharp, and then when he came on for Man City, it was him and Maddison that came on at the same time. But I thought out of the two of them, Skip looked to me a bit more sharper, a little more on it. He had like that match readiness, which is understandable because Maddison hadn't had any game time. So for me, Skip's got to play that number 8. And I think that will suit him down to a T, if anything.
Yeah, I think he gives us the legs that obviously we miss with Pat Matasar not being around, but he has been knocked out of the African Nations Cup. Will be with us for Saturday's game at Everton. Let's go through the Brentford team quickly. Flecken, Collins, Pinnock, Ben Mee, Rorslev, don't know if I'm saying that correctly, Jensen, Norgard, wow, Janelt, yeah, and then Mope, Tony, and Lewis Potter.
Yeah.
I believe from having looked on live score that they're probably going to play 3 at the back.
Yeah, that's right.
3 minutes to go. You mentioned there about Maddison and Skip coming on at the same time. A lot of people saying that Maddison looked completely off it in that kind of 15, 20-minute spell. But coming on towards the end of a cup tie is quite a difficult time to make your first appearance in a long time. And hopefully by starting today, he'll get up to speed with the game. For
me, it's a thing where you're coming on against Man City. We were playing at enormous speeds at the start of the game, and I think that kind of hindered us at the start when we were trying to play out the back. We were playing at 100 miles per hour. Imagine you're James Maddison, you're coming back from the first game, and this game is Man City of all games. They're pressing you hard. You've got no time to think. I think he was a little bit, dare I say it, lost coming on. And I think he's a type of player that starts better. If he starts in the game, you're more likely to see the best of Maddison as opposed to him coming on, like, you know, trying to change the game, trying to, you know, put his footprint onto the actual game. So I think him starting will help him in this actual game.
What you mentioned there in terms of the footprint is exactly what Maddison brings us that we haven't had for quite a long time in that midfield role anyway. Obviously, Kane used to take games by the scruff of the neck, but really what Maddison, I remember from that first 10 games and that brilliant run we were on, with times especially, I've got a vision in my head of away at Luton where sometimes he felt we were struggling to get out and he would come and get it off the centre half or off the fullback, sometimes even in the corner, in his own corner, come and get it, give it into midfield, get the return and get us up the pitch. And that's something that, you know, looking forward to seeing from him as well as obviously his set piece ability, which is top class, and just being a leader on the pitch as well. I've really missed him, that's for sure. Should mention, obviously, Brentford have got a number of injuries and players out because of the AFCON as well. So just a quick list of that. Mbuemo, Rico Henry, which I think is a real miss for them at left back. And obviously they bought Sergio Reggie on loan from Spurs. He's not available because he's not allowed to play against his parent club. Wissa, Sade, Hickey, and Onyeka. So it's nice to go into a game for the first time in a long time where it feels like the opposition have got more kind of squad problems than we do.
Yeah, I agree. I think Potter, Lewis Potter, he's a midfielder, but he's playing in that wing-back role. And I expect him to do the Rico Henry position where I looked at their heat map just before I came up here, and he's the furthest forward for them. Okay. So I expect him to be a bit of a danger man at times for Brentford. But yeah, expect Tony to drop in midfield like Kane used to. And cause problems.
Yes, of course, we should talk about Ivan Toney. We've kicked off now a Spurs shooting from right to left as we look at it on the screen. Destiny Udogie, just being Destiny down the wing, loses. Yeah, I should talk about Ivan Toney, of course. His first kind of really big game since he's been back.
Did he impress you?
Script written for him?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Give him the ball away.
In terms of like their out ball, he's their guy. So when their goalkeeper has the ball, a bit like what Raya used to do, they would go long and he would be the man to distribute the ball, you know? Yeah. So that's what I'm expecting from him. And then in the box to be deadly.
Good to see Madders getting on the ball early and kind of in that pocket between the halfway line and the forward line, just picking up the ball. Looking to find little passes. And he's set Werner in. Get it across the front, Timo.
Oh, lucky. That's what you get from a Maddison. He's not in a hurry to pass the ball. He's looking for that right moment, trying to find a space, looking for that hole in between the lines. And then when the moment's right, he will find that player, and he did that.
Yeah, it looked like Werner may have been offside, but it wasn't given. And so the corner will still stand. Just a bit worried there because Maddison was putting his arm up and looking like he was, I don't know if it was towards the bench, but putting his hands up looking like he wanted something. Yeah, it's been given offside, so it's actually just a free kick to Brentford.
I was hoping he was just waving to his mum in the crowd. Yes, saying, Mummy, I'm back.
I hope so too. I'll tell you what, there's been a bit of a fight here.
Poro wasn't happy. Tony and Porro at it.
Yeah, it's an unlikely matchup, you have to say.
Yeah.
Hopefully the ref will just say this is so early that you can't be booking people. Oh, I think he's reaching for his
He said he pushed him, but look, they're hugging now. They're okay. I thought he slipped at first, but he's saying that he put his hands on him. Oh, Romero a bit in a... Oh.
Mopé and Romero getting involved. And I think Romero won the free kick for that. And then I think...
Right. Yeah, Tony got involved afterwards, I think, after the push.
Tony's obviously got a couple of quid on him.
He went to back his boy.
First booking for Tony. He didn't get a booking, but he's probably got a few quid on it. That was my joke that took too long to get out. A few stats for you here. Goals scored. Spurs on average over the season. Obviously, Spurs 2.1, Brentford 1.5. Conceded, Spurs 1.5, Brentford 1.7. Shots on target on average 6 for Spurs, 4.4 for Brentford, and cards 2.7 for Spurs, 2.2 for Brentford.
So that means both defences are quite vulnerable because it's quite similar in terms of what they've conceded. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see how this game goes.
It will. How have you felt about Timo Werner's performances in the games that he's played so far?
Timo Werner, you know what? If I'm being ultra critical, I would like him to... I know a lot of people saying he's not being found. So he picks up like clever positions and he's always in areas where he could hurt teams and run in behind. Very similar to Johnson. They want the ball into space and they run onto it. There was a time against Man City where I thought it was him versus Walker and he just needed to run across him. And what he did was he ran on the outside and then Walker had pace and had enough time to get across him. But I just need the players to be a lot more braver.
Lovely. Skip, player, just Deki Kulusevski got in a great position and got it through to Skippy, who was kind of the one person you probably wouldn't want in that position, and it was cleared. But it was lovely stuff, actually, starting through the centre of midfield.
Awesome.
Between, at first, it was Skip and Bentancur and Porro, and Maddison already pulling the strings in this game.
Can I say we're looking much better already? Much better. I mean, I know we're seeing a lot of the ball, and that was going to be, you know, evident. Look at this.
Good run from Timo, and then did a very Timo thing by kind of missing the ball as he tried to cross it. Sorry, by which I mean a Timo Chelsea thing. Mickey van der Ven wins a free kick there off even Tony. Looks like that's going to be a good battle, but van der Ven using his pace there. To be honest, Ash, van der Ven looks like he hasn't been away in these first couple of games he's played since his injury for me.
Yeah, I mean, what I was going to say was, to be fair to him, he hasn't played since November, so he's coming back from a thigh injury. I think it was an adductor one. And so when your adductors are really tight, I know it because I sprint a lot when I'm running on football pitch.
Oh, right.
And so that when your adductors are really tight, you can't be explosive. You can't run quite the same. And he's come back from that injury. And I'm hoping that he's in his pre-season at the moment.
Yeah.
So maybe 2 or 3 more games into this season, we start to see a bit more from Werner. That's what I'm hoping anyway.
Okay, while we learn all about adductor injuries, James Maddison took it in a beautiful kind of let the ball run across him and turned Ivan Toney, who fouled him. Spurs crowd looking for a yellow card, but it's a great position for a free kick with Maddison bending it towards the far post, I would have thought. No, he plays it short to Werner. He just plays it back to him, which is a bit of a waste, but Maddison's got it again, I think, in terms of...
Oh, there it is. There's a run. He comes out. He doesn't use him. And slips.
Over.
Unlucky.
Not the first player to fall over today. And it happens quite a lot at the Tottenham Stadium, you know.
It's a bit... I think they make the pitch a little bit wet.
Yeah, they do, but they've got to get the right studs on for that, as far as I'm concerned.
But, yeah, that's true.
5 minutes gone. Spurs, as you'd expect, in the ascendancy on the front foot and trying to make stuff happen with Brentford sitting relatively deep.
Trying to box them in by the looks of it. Trying to keep them in their own half by pressing.
That's right. And they're just going to play it down the channel there.
I don't mind that.
Got that covered.
I don't mind that.
Worth talking about a few of the transfer rumours still doing the rounds. One link with Brian Hill going out to Brighton potentially on loan, which I would love to see that actually.
Yeah, I think so.
Potentially see him get some game time in the Premier League.
And a system that suits ours as well.
Exactly.
Under a good manager and De Zerbi.
Yeah, they had a good manager until last night.
They've got a lot of injuries, so I mean, he might get some game time there.
I'd love to see that. I really would. Because, you know, I think we all think he's got the talent, but it's whether he can actually do it in the Prem.
This is
a lovely turn from Pedro Porro.
Fantastic.
Tell you what, that's beautiful football from Spurs. Deki, this is where you would want Brennan Johnson. He's through, Deki.
Bang it! Oh, come on, bro. Why'd you shoot? Oh, my days. Why didn't he pull the trigger?
Can I tell you? Actually, the irony of this is, so Kulusevski gets put through, but he has to do the running from the halfway line. And it's probably the first time where you'd say you want actually Brennan Johnson in that position instead of Kulusevski because he'd have the pace to get away from him.
But he got away. Shoot.
It just doesn't quite happen.
It's because it's on his right foot. Yeah. Do you know that? He wants it on his left. That's why he tried to put it across his body.
Of course he does.
Brennan Johnson was right. He'd probably hit that.
But it was magnificent football through the midfield to get Kulusevski away.
And that's what I meant about running across the defender.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. And I don't know if it's a bravery thing. I don't know if that's what the front three are lacking.
There, it was that a second defender came too. I think he'd almost done a lot of the hard work with the first defender getting across him, but I don't know. Anyway, Bentancur's just given it away very easily in central midfield. Keep working back. Spurs are in a bit of trouble here.
Kept him on side. I thought he was going to step up. And
Stand.
Porro, lovely.
Keeper.
Lovely.
Okay, well done, Pedro Porro.
And now hit them on a counter. Hit them.
Vicario does cross him.
The space is there. Go on, use him. Quick. Your doggy wants it. Look, give it to him.
That was just a bit lazy of Bentancur there, but it can happen.
Yeah, a bit sloppy.
A little bit sloppy. Another of the transfer rumours. I mean, Big Ange has come out and said he sees it as very unlikely that anyone will come in before the end of tomorrow, and it does seem that way. But obviously, the central midfielder Ramsey at Villa was rumoured.
I would love Ramsey.
Good stuff from Richarlison holding it up there.
Yeah, look at that. Looking good.
Yeah, so...
Go on, Werner. Go on. In the box. There, right there. I not enough pace on it. He read it. He read it. You know, to be fair, he read it. You know, they've been doing their homework. They know what type of football we want to do. Go on, your doggy. What have you got?
Richarlison's pressing in this game so far has been magnificent. Handball.
Yeah, now we've still got it. Play advantage. Turn around. Turn.
We're winning the ball back very quickly. So Ramsey at Villa.
Yeah, I would love him.
Villa supposedly, just like Chelsea,
I rate him.
Needing to sell a homegrown player potentially to...
I would want him more than Gallagher.
Profit and sustainability rules.
I would want him more than Gallagher, but I mean, Gallagher's a slightly different profile to him. But I think, I don't know, Ramsey reminds me of, I know people aren't going to like this, but Oxlade-Chamberlain in terms of ball carrying, dribbling, but he's strong with it. So he can go left foot, he can use his right foot, he can drop a shoulder. He's got different techniques in terms of first touch, looking after it, shielding the ball. I like that in a midfielder because it shows that you've got technical ability, you're press resistant. Yeah. And if you've got someone to come off the bench that can do that, and you take Sarr off and you put him on, then that's going to cause the opposition something else to think about. And that's what I want from an 8. When I think of an 8, I think typically box to box, and he ticks that. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Gallagher reminds me in that 8 position, I know he did it for Palace, he was more attacking, but straight at him. It's just that quality we're missing there.
So Werner's got in down the left about 3 times so far, and each time he's gone for the left-footed cross, and this, the first 2 times they just hit the first man, and the third time it's just gone straight into the keeper's arms. But he has beaten his fullback very easily there, and that could bode well.
I do like that he's taken on his man. Yeah. I actually do like that. I want to see more of that. But it's a shame that he's whipping it with his weaker foot. He's right-footed, is he not?
Oh, Brentford are in here, properly in as well. Bentancur's got to get across. Mickey van der Ven is chasing, and he's quick as hell. They're properly in here. Big chance Mopé, and he's taken a bad touch, and Ollie Skipper's got back and won a great foul for Spurs. It's going to happen in games like this. They're going to get on the break, but we did well to nullify it. Look at van der Ven's chase here on the way back, his pace. Watch this. He might have been offside, actually, anyway. But look at van der Ven. Look at van der Ven catch him up here.
He's like a road runner.
He did well.
Meep. Yeah, man.
Ollie skipped
but I think that's their play. That's their play. Literally, give it into the striker, hold it up, play it down in the channel, put it down the wing, and then into Mopé.
And they'll make chances, but we've got to just score more goals than them.
Yeah, simple as that.
Lovely Madders.
Go on, bang it. Any foot.
Seconds.
This is what we want from Madders, though.
Yeah, he's had a good start.
It's just different. You just don't get to see this from any other player. To carry the ball and then try to asking questions. That's what you need to do from your midfield. And that's why I was going back to Ramsey. No, it's cool. Ramsey, for me, he gives you that. And he's young. He's 22, 21. He's young. He played for, you know what? He was keeping Gallagher out of the team at one point for England.
Yeah, the under-21s.
Yeah, the under-21s. Yes. So, I mean, he's had a season full of injuries. That's the only problem. And I think that's where people will probably critique him. He's just had a bad, but last season I was rating him. I thought Ramsey was such a good player.
Ash, you're going to have to be in charge of the comments today because my chat's not allowing me.
No, that's fine, man. All I'm hearing is, come on, you Spurs, come on, you Spurs, come on, you Spurs.
Well in bed.
Good defense. Because we're playing so well. So literally, from the comments, we're trying to woo our team on. And I love it, man. Big up yourself here in the comments. And hold tight to the silent listeners as well. Oof.
Nice idea from Werner there into Richarlison's feet. Didn't quite find it. Richarlison again pressing beautifully and Destiny doing the same.
You know what? I like to see that from Werner. It's not always He's taking on his man. He's actually trying to do cute little passes into the corners. You know, trying to be smart in and around that box.
Yeah, I think that's where he's going to have his most success, actually, is getting those little balls into Richarlison's feet and trying to get the reply and maybe then bending one into the far corner.
That's it. And I just want to see him shoot more, you know? And I want to see that from both wingers. Both wingers need to start shooting.
True. That's where we miss Sonny a fair bit, actually.
Yeah,
I'll
I
tell
agree.
you what, the 8's made a good run in and will be in here and is in.
Is he onside?
He looked offside, but we'll see. Well, they've
It's a
scored.
goal. Let's see if it's offside or not. Yeah, it's
The
offside.
flag has gone up.
I was confident about that
it'll
one.
be VAR. It's a great finish. Great finish across Vicario.
You see their play, though. Set piece. And then here's the offside come in. He just goes a little bit too... Ooh, it's tight.
Not as clear cut as you think,
tight.
you know?
Well, I still think it's offside, though. He's like half a yard offside, I think. Like his toe.
Half a step offside. It's going to be a bit tighter than we think, this one, but let's have a look. Lovely finish. And they've got in behind us a couple of times already. Yeah, here we go. Do you know what? This is going to be...
Touch and go. The comments are saying...
That one looks offside, but that one looks closer than you'd think.
No, he's off. He's off.
It can surprise you, this, you know?
I know, the lines. The way they draw them sometimes, I'm like, ooh, okay. From my eye, it looks straight. Yeah, it's off to me. I don't know. I don't need no lines to me.
I thought the one against City, Kemar Bob's, not Kemar Bob, what's his
Oscar
name?
Bob.
Oscar Bob's
Great
one
name.
was onside and it was off. So
yeah, I thought that was onside and that was off. Yeah, I agree. So hopefully,
yeah, he's off.
Yeah, he's. I saw it from my eye, and you saw it after as well. So
I'm just scared throughout.
That's going to be their play, though. I think,
and it's going to work.
Yeah.
But you know, the key is, you know, we keep pushing them back and we make some chances and score some chances.
Yeah, I mean, super direct play, 2 or 3 touches, a bit like, well, Everton was, you know, 3 or 4 passes and then straight direct down the channels.
Fair play to Brentford coming playing 2 proper up front. You know, it means that they're always going to have men forward.
It's true. It's true. 3-5-2, I think it is.
Vic. Can you win that, Pedro? Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, the comments agreed. They were saying offside. It's a foot off easy. Billy Bob, Michael Shawcross. Yeah, man. Said Barnaby might scare himself if he's not careful.
Every day, mate. Every day. 14 minutes gone. Madder's getting on the ball nice and deep. No one's following him, which I like as well. Just shows.
I think they don't man mark. They kind of like do the kind of spatial thing. So I think that's where Maddison will get a bit of space.
Destiny.
Oh, not there.
Oh,
they're in again. They're in again. They're in again.
It's Tony. You've got to come across Romero. What's Romero doing?
Oh my days. Romero. Oh my days. That was a warning. Oh my days. Why didn't he go across? There was no one behind him. I think he was worried about Tony. That is insane.
Tony was on the ball.
Oh my. This is who we are, though. This is who we are.
It's totally who we are. But what is Romero doing here? Very odd. So it was given away in central midfield easily.
I used to do it by Doggy. Yeah.
Oh, and they're all doing the darts thing. I tell you what, the last time club took the piss out of Madders doing that, Madders came back to score. So let's hope it happens.
It's better that it starts early. So
Destiny just turns and gives without looking.
It's a poor pass on his right foot. Is he? Yeah, it's on. He's on. He's just on. That one's on.
Yeah.
That one's on.
But look, Romero's got to come.
Romero's kept him on.
So he's worried about Mope, but then the danger is that.
In the end, the man he was worried about, he didn't even stop. Imagine, he didn't even stop.
In the end, he ends up doing neither nor. Do you know what I mean? It's actually an own goal, I think. It ends up
deflection.
being an own goal off Romero.
Deflection off him. Yeah. I can imagine, Thomas Frank literally just saying, look,
15 minutes gone.
They're going to have this high line. That's where we attack them. And we're practicing. We practice that all week, and it's come off.
Well, look, the way you got to look at it is we're asking players in central midfield to take risks on the ball, and the doggies tried to play a little pass there. It's a bad pass, and they've scored. So
it was an easy pass, though. As you said, he didn't really look. It was on his weaker foot, so I thought he would have been a bit more secure or taking his time a bit more with it. But yeah, loose pass. Benton Cole had one earlier.
Oh, Destiny's lost it again.
And again.
Twice in a minute.
Jeez. Here we go.
Well covered, Benton Court.
We need to get a goal back quick, man, to get some energy back into this team.
That's a yellow card. It should be. It should be a yellow card,
Yeah,
and it is a
'cause
yellow card. Skip
yeah.
made a breakthrough central midfield, and the Brentford captain picks up a yellow card.
Yeah.
This is Ange ball.
Yeah. Well, let's hope we can get back into this game as quickly as possible.
Norgard with a yellow.
But yeah, the same way they press on us is the same way they're going to be open each time. So it's about getting that turnover as quickly as possible and exposing them.
To be fair, we've got in behind them a bit out wide, but with the 3 centre halves, we're not getting in down the middle much, which is something they'll be counting on as well.
Yeah, I think they do that well. They've almost got like 2 midfielders protecting that 3 as well.
Yeah.
This is it. We've got to find answers.
So it's going to be 11 behind the ball now, but they will still cause trouble on the break, especially if we keep giving it away.
This is their game plan. There we go. That's the type of pass. Shoot, have a shot.
But look, no option there for Porro. Porro got himself in a great position and then no option.
I think when there's no option, I have to say to have a crack. I don't know if
agreed.
Because we've not done that all season. Like scored any goals from outside the box.
Apart from the Porro goal in the cup, wasn't it?
Yeah, when he just let it off. He just let it off. Yeah, probably one of the goals of the season for us so far.
Nice.
Doggy cuts on his right. Passes with his left foot. Bentancur with a chip pass. I didn't get enough on it.
Yeah, just came through to Porro, who maybe should have looked to head it back
to
Richarlison and Maddison, but
yeah,
I don't know. He's kind of beaten in the air, which is not.
If it was Richarlison, I would have said, yeah, he should definitely have gone for that.
Yeah,
but yeah, just didn't get enough on it.
I think what we need to do now as well a lot is try and win set pieces, win free kicks, win corners, and put pressure on them. Yeah. Not in that way where we're just solely trying to break through a wall.
Yeah.
Try and nick something and then hope that they come out of their shell a little bit. But yeah,
you know what I would do? It sounds really funny, and fans hate this, but sometimes I would play like pedestrian, like sideways passing, to kind of draw them out, if that makes sense, to create a little bit of small gaps in between the lines. Right. And then that kind of helps you to kind of penetrate them, and then you can get a shot off. You can get create attacking opportunities. Do you know what I mean?
I think arguably some people might say we're already playing quite pedestrian because the tempo isn't high, but the tempo is it's very difficult for the tempo to be high when you've always got 11 in front of you.
This is it. This is what I'm saying. So you just got to keep moving it and trying to shift their team from one side to the other. Yeah. And then eventually a pocket will open up, and then that creates a chance for us.
Yeah, I think we're doing a bit of that, but yeah. But Doggy has lost the ball 4 times in central midfield.
So free kicks being given away. Your Doggy's been quite poor.
Always kind of slightly slipping, Udoggy.
Yeah.
Get some long studs on.
Yeah. I think it happened against City as well.
It did.
Yeah.
A few of them were slipping.
Yeah. A Doggy, especially when he was trying to play it out from the back, sometimes he came over to the right and he lost it a few times. But yeah, your Doggy's still my guy. I'm not getting onto him.
No.
I'm just saying. You know, some people get sensitive. I'm like,
keep that, Richie.
There we go. Well done, Richie. Well done. Switch it outside of the boot.
Oh, lovely. Werner, you're one-on-one now. Take him on. Take him on. Drive.
Make a decision. And then whip it.
Handball. Won't get that.
No, he won't get that. Still a Werner.
Well done, Timo.
Well done.
Won it back.
Here we go. Left foot.
Oh,
hit it.
Well done, Rodrigo.
I was going to hit it. And this is what I'm talking about. We need to shoot. And now, see what happens when you shoot?
At least he had a shot.
See what happens when you shoot? You might score.
It was a real daisy cutter. He snuck in on the near post.
That's what happens. And too many times we're hesitating. We're not pulling the trigger. And then it comes to nothing. You wonder why. You need to take gambles and risks. Sometimes just hit it. Do you know what I mean?
Totally. Especially with the deflection. You might get deflection.
It's coming through people. So the keeper's blindsided.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We've got the corner from it. Werner's shot on target, you know. So yeah, let's go for it, man. Come on, Porro. Set piece as he wanted.
Oh, it's a good one.
Jeez.
Came to Werner at the back post with a header, and he's just kind of headed it straight off.
What a storytell! What a fairy tale would that be if he scored, man?
He's kind of going backwards, isn't he? And it's just not good. And our producer, who's a Chelsea fan, just gave a sigh as if I've seen this a million times.
The comments are a bit like, no goals for us tonight. Some Brentford. Oh, Timo. Nice Timo. Yeah, it's not looking good.
Okay, Spurs conceding first in 5 games this season. 1-2 drawn, 2 lost, 1. Brentford in down the side again here. Oh, and he's just missed an opportunity to cross it into Tony. They're getting into some good positions.
Yeah, they've done their homework. I tell you that. They're just following those tactics down to a T. What have we done? What have we done?
Oh, Bentancur's gone down.
Oh, hope he's all right.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right, seems all right. What was that all about?
Don't panic.
Went down off the ball there. Don't know what happened there.
We're retaking that goal kick anyway. Oh no, it's a free kick. Interesting. Look after it. Look after it.
Oh, nice.
Lovely, lovely ball. Go on, be brave.
Nice.
Lovely. Someone else commit. Go forward. Get into the box. Someone get forward. That's it. Have a shot now. Bang.
Matters.
Ah, I don't mind that. And I go wide. Go wide.
It's good from Vernon.
Right, cutbacks. I need cutbacks. I need cut. Ah.
Decky's not been in this game quite yet, has he? Don't foul him here, Decky. All he wants is a foul. Don't foul him. Well done.
Lovely.
Oh, good turn.
Keep it.
Madison ends up fouling him.
After all of that. Yeah, they're trying to rile him up, doing a celebration, give him little knocks, trying to get into his head, unsettle him, because they know he's the danger man.
Yeah,
so
totally.
Put him off his game and then stop Spurs. But you're right, man. Kulusevski needs to get into the game a little bit more. I think he needs to be a little bit more proactive. And
sorry.
No, I was just going to say he just needs to be decisive as well.
I have to say, I think yet again, actually, we've seen this quite a lot this season. Teams do think they can kind of physically shake us a little bit. They come in hard
sexy.
on us, don't they? Lovely from Bentancur through to Matters.
Oh, go. Keep it. Oh, unlucky.
Didn't quite put enough on it for Rishi.
Oh, and loses the ball right there. Oh.
And then just one ball, and they're nearly through again.
There we go.
Destiny covers
Well
it.
done, Destiny. Well done. I'm going to remember that bit. Don't worry. I'm going to clip that in my mind. You did something right there.
He's been okay. He's just slipped a few times and just unfortunate with the goal, obviously.
Yeah.
But that was good. Some nice little 1 and 2 touch stuff there. Last 5 minutes have been better.
They have been. Bentancur's impressive.
Joe, you've got to get outside him as well then.
He asks for it, but do that diagonal cross. Yeah, and then a header. It's a bit too close to the keeper. Yeah. We just need it towards the penalty spot a bit more. Yeah. Positive signs though.
24 minutes gone. 1-0 Brentford.
Just need to test the keeper a little bit more, in my opinion.
Thomas Frank is a good manager, you know.
He is. I'm impressed with him. He's not had a good season, to be fair to him. They're actually fighting to stay in the Prem.
Yeah, you'll be shocked to hear that Man City, after 20 minutes, are 2-0 up at home to Burnley in the Vincent Kompany derby. Oh, careful there, Rodrigo, but he's done well, you know.
He's done well. He's still got it.
It just looked like he went a little bit too footy.
Turn out. One more
pass.
Lovely. Does for the killer one.
Yeah,
go and have a shot. Have a shot. Richie! Oh, I thought he did it. Oh, my days. Oh, my. He almost turned Brazilian then. He actually looked like a number 9.
He set it up perfectly. It's nearly in the top corner. Keeper thinks it's in.
Days.
It's just hit the post at the back of the goal.
Wow, Richie.
He has got that finish in him. I've seen him score those goals from the left, opening out to the far corner back in his days at Watford and Everton. But he hasn't scored one of those for Spurs as yet, but so close there.
Wow, I like this confident Richie.
Again here.
Richie, do that more often, man. I want to, because one of those will go in. I need people to start shooting, so I don't care who it comes from. As long as it's in a Spurs shirt, I want people to start shooting outside the box, inside the box.
We've had a couple. That's good.
So, what happened here? Was a little mix-up between... Okay.
Like I said, I think he was annoyed that Bentancur kind of won the ball back with a little bit too footy. It looked anyway.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, a little altercation
Jensen,
there.
It was getting in.
Yeah, Jensen's been, I think, their player of the season so far. In terms of
the ref in the EasyJet outfit is trying to keep it calm. Not happening so far. It's a goal kick to Brentford.
In terms of I think he's got 3 goals and 3 assists. He's like their number 10, so he kind of knits the play together, quite tidy in possession. Yeah. Looks like that long ball. Here we go. Ref.
And the ref hasn't given that as a foul, so Brentford are in a good position.
Concentration now.
Well blocked.
Yeah, look, we're now head up, counter. Come on, look after.
Oh, no, he should have headed it. He should have headed it out to Werner there.
It's a poor touch from Richie. Now they've got the ball in a dangerous position. It's a through ball. It's a cutback, and it's a poor cross. And he's a header out. And Spurs are on the attack now. And Richie's got the ball, and he's looking to move it. And he's got it out. He's
coming up here, Richie. Hold it up. Well done. He's found Werner.
We need more runners. We need more runners. He needs more options. Just take him on. He needs more options. Just take him on.
Yeah, the crowd wanted him to be quicker.
It's because the players there, they took too long to get up the pitch. I think he should have taken him on the outside and just gone for it. Yeah, like not every day, like, you know, slow it down.
Porro tries to cross it into Richarlison, doesn't quite find him.
I think Nottingham Forest scored against Brentford that way. It was like a cross, and then I think it was Wood that got the header.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at Porro trying to do those diagonal crosses.
You know, it's a great way to get Rishi chances, that's for sure. But the cross has to be perfect because it's very unlikely that Werner's going to come into the centre. Oh, good run from Destiny there. Into Rishi's feet. He's got to make a choice.
Get out your feet. Get out your feet. Get out your feet. Come on, keep moving. Keep moving.
Bizarre pass from Richarlison, who really just had to lay it off.
If you actually look, right, when we had that ball, they had a line of back five, a whole solid line of back five to get through. So you got to get it out of your feet really quickly, either pass it or swivel your body and take a shot. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
If you take too long, you're not going to get anything and they're going to win that ball back.
Get up. Right, he's pretending to have a head injury.
Come on. Referee bought it. It's a new play, to be fair. That's what you do. If you want to kind of waste time, win, you know, the ball back for your team, you just stay down, hold your head, and you get that ball back. Someone's out, Madison. I thought, are we behind? Did he score or something? Madison.
No, that's just the little pass. Doggy should have played it easier to Romero. Oh, he's miles on.
Yeah, Romero kept him on.
You have to come across. I know why he hasn't, but he has to. Look how far he's let him get there.
Yeah, if he's come across, then I don't know if he gets that shot on. He left it to Van der Ven.
So lucky in the end.
But that's a striker. That's what strikers are there for, you know? To pick up any loose balls or any little slight deflections. Madison's not happy about it. He's not happy. This is the game that we need to win.
It might be one of these. It might be like the Sheffield United game, you know, like very, very difficult. All these games are difficult, but you just got to find a way to do it.
Especially with Aston Villa dropping points. This is typical where, you know, it's an opportunity for us to kind of, you know, we don't like to do things the easy way. That's one thing I'll say about Spurs.
No, totally.
So, yeah, it's every game's a must-win game, but, you know, you want to take advantage.
Brentford already finding ways to kind of slow the game down.
29 minutes have passed.
Okay. That's it. Keep bringing it, Romero, because they're not pressing you at all.
Yeah,
so
they want you to have that ball there.
Yeah,
they said there's no problem. They said you can have it there. It's when it comes into this section here, that's when they start to get organised.
It's a weird ball for Madders there, to be honest. Well done, Christian. Oh no.
Lost it again in that vital area. Don't foul him. Win that ball there. Well done, Van der Ven.
Mickey Van der Ven.
And they're back again. It's like 3 passes and then they're looking to go direct. Look, head up. Oh, they tried to build it up. They tried to do combination play here. They've slowed it down. They've got possession. Brentford trying to work it from left to right, from right to left, sorry.
All right, and it goes back to their keeper, Richarlison pressing it, and they go down. They go straight down the middle.
And we win it back.
Van der Ven takes off.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Udogie on the ball, head up. Finds Werner out wide. First touch is a bit baggy, but now he's 1-on-1. Kind of back. This is where we need to be aggressive. Skip, make an angle for him, make a little run.
He tries to play the ball into the pocket where Maddison is, and they just, it's just not good enough.
It's too easy when we've got the ball and like we've got 3 or 4 players standing in the line. We can't be static. You have to have one goal short, one goal slightly wide to just move their defense around.
Yeah.
If no one's doing that, then we're just going to cross it into the box and they're going to win the ball back. It's going to be very frustrating.
Tony's just won a foul off Bentancur there, where Bentancur's just got himself in completely the wrong position. Tony's cleverly used Bentancur's body to go over.
That final ball hasn't been good enough so far, in my opinion.
No, I think it's been incredibly easy for Brentford so far just to get themselves in the shape on the 18-yard line and know that they're going to make chances on the break. That's what's happening. We've got to try something a little bit different. Werner does seem a little one-dimensional in this situation at the moment. Although I have to say, earlier in the season, Sonny has done at times as well. But Sonny is always, you know that Sonny's always got the confidence where if a shot opportunity comes his way, he's going to bang it.
But he hasn't shot outside the box that much this season. That's the thing. Like, he's more scored when it's like a break, if that makes sense.
Free kick comes in. They win the first header.
Counter. Go.
Oh, destiny.
Free kick Spurs.
Done well then. Tony.
Offside, sorry.
Tony is an absolute handful. He is such a
This
handful.
is why every team wants him.
Well, every team wants him, but not enough to actually pay for him.
Yeah.
If you want him, you've got to pay the money.
It's true. But this is what he gets you: physicality, a threat, box threat as well, someone to aim at. Yeah, just a traditional number 9. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, Maddison got in a fight with Mope. You can't let these people rile you, Maddis. You've got to just sort it out on the pitch.
Yeah,
so basically what happened is Mope and Tony did Maddison's darts playing celebration, and Maddis got annoyed with him about it. You know, sarcastically puts his arm around him. Oh, dear. And then they get in a little bit of a scrap about it. And now Vicario's just tried to play a mid-range ball because they're pressing us up when we've got a free kick. And he's kicked it off the pitch. It's just quite scrappy at the moment. To be honest, though, maybe not surprising. It looks like a team that haven't played together that much, and they haven't.
Spurs?
I just mean with so many of the players having been out.
Yeah.
You know, Maddison coming back, Bentancur and Maddison have never played together, really. Oh, Bentancur. Oh, my God.
Don't worry, bro.
We lost it already and given away another free kick.
Yeah,
For fuck's sake.
Van der Ven didn't need to run it out there, but
we have to be a bit smarter when they're pressing us so high.
I think at that point, you kind of want someone to play a ball, dare I say it, over the top or higher up the pitch. But at the same time, you can lose the ball that way as well. But yeah, just don't give away free kicks in these positions because that's what they want. They want these set pieces. You know, this is how they score their goals. Bread and butter.
It's kind of a deep free kick from the touchline that they're going to whip in. And we haven't been great defending these this season, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember against Aston Villa.
Yeah.
That was the one that was a problem. But come on, you Spurs, man. Let's go. Stay focused. We're at home.
One of their players is... I'm telling you...
Straight out the playbook.
I'm telling you...
Straight out the playbook.
I'm telling you that managers of opposition teams say, get them involved in a bit of a scrap. They don't like it. They don't have the mentality to deal with it. And that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Romero. Oh Richie? No, who was it?
Oh, my God. This player who's just
Doggy.
pretended to...
Oh, no, it was Richarlison, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the player... Collins, is it?
Yeah, Collins.
Oh my God, he's just gone on the floor as if he's been elbowed. It's embarrassing.
He learned that from Sean Dyche at Burnley.
Just embarrassing.
Dark arts.
But also, Spurs need to not get involved in this and concentrate with their football because they're allowing this to become a scrap, which is exactly what Brentford want. Yeah,
we are playing into their hands a lot. And Ange needs to have a word on the sidelines at this. Get a goal before this half is up. It's what's needed.
I think at this point, just don't concede another one, to be honest. Richarlison is letting himself get wound up here. Good ball, back stick. Skippy does well, heads it out for a throw-in.
Danger's still not clear. They're really good on throws as well, those long throws.
Well, they used to have the set-piece coach before us, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, and they've let the guy come all the way from taking the free kick from the other side.
Hey, look, wind up, look.
It's been a proper wind-up moment.
Oh, look at that. He knows exactly what he's doing.
This because he thinks he's got a goal, but he hasn't. Thinks he's the big man.
Mimpoy, you cheater.
Oh my God. They're doing really well to wind up the crowd here and the players.
What will happen is we'll get like 8 minutes added on time.
Or will we?
At least 6, I reckon.
The long throw was cleared by Richarlison or Romero in the end. Got to go down there, Bents.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, brilliant from Tony.
Tony's giving us all sorts of problems right now.
But that was brilliant from even Tony because the ball's flicked over the top and he knows he's offside, so he lets it go. And then the player behind him comes in.
Yeah. Very smart, very clever.
What do you think it would take to get Tony out of Brentford in this window? 70?
I said 70 first, and then I was like, actually, didn't they say 100? Something crazy like that.
Yeah, look what they're doing to the keeper after what happened to Man City.
I think you have to wait to, we're not learning to get a man off him. Because that for me was criminal. I can't believe we allowed that to happen.
Be strong, Hibbett.
That's better. It's better.
Stand. Getting a bit
And
of luck here. It's a good cross chance here. Big chance.
Aye, that was cheeky. That was cheeky. If that went off, oh jeez. Little back heel flick in the box as it's come down.
Brentford are playing excellently. They're playing exactly what it takes to win a game like this. In the end, it ends up being a back heel that he just gets wide.
Yeah.
For some reason, we managed to play Mope in the one game where he's playing well. He's absolute dross usually.
To be fair, the goal he scored though the other day against Forest, that was a
put him in, Madders.
Goal.
Oh, you don't have the pace for this, Richarlison.
It's frustrating. It is frustrating.
It's frustrating that Madders didn't quite. He must know before he plays that pass to play it wider because he's not going to have the pace to outpace that centre half. Well done, Mickey van der Ven wins the header there. Skippy, you got to get in this game a bit.
Who's that? Ben Mee on the left, centre back.
Good ball from Skip there to our centre half Romero playing attacking midfield.
Turn out, please. Thank you. There we go. And a bit quicker, just across the box. Another one. Little bounce pass. Go wide. Switch it. Switch the play. Overlapping run now. Overlapping. Someone make a run inside.
Good ball from Timo. Out to Porro.
Go in the middle. Middle. Right there. Right there. No. He was on the edge of the box.
The centre
was
half,
there.
who's in front of Richarlison the whole time, is probably 6'6".
Yeah, don't play crosses in like that.
So the cross has got to be better or a lot quicker at least.
Your doggy wants it. Your doggy's in the middle. I just want someone on that edge of the D. Give it to someone on the edge of the D. Your doggy's right there. He finds it. He looks after his left foot. And he's got a good... Oh! It's a foul. It's a foul. It's in the back of the net, but it won't count. Do you know what I mean, though? Because he's on the edge of the D, he can play those little cute through balls into someone, but... Yeah. There was a contact. Yeah.
I think it's just on his thigh, is it? Yeah, there we go. It's a foul.
Collins again.
Good finish.
Yeah, it was a good play. Yeah.
I guess probably counts as a disallowed goal, but the foul had been given before and it was a foul. But good finish from Richarlison.
I need to see that in real time because if he's scoring like that in real time, I'll respect it a lot. Because when he's got more time to think about it, I haven't seen that type of finishing from him.
38 minutes gone.
He likes chances but come at him quite fast, Richarlison. That's what I've noticed so far.
I think we're struggling big time here, you know. I don't just mean
come on, lads. Losing. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Never say die. We don't stop. Keep going. Keep moving. Let's go.
Good ball.
There we go. That's better. He's just not quite happening, is it?
So Madders is not quite at it, which you would expect, realistically.
He started off brightly, but he's had a few moments where he's had a few off balls.
Yeah, his radar is just a bit off. But also, I think, don't let yourself get wound up by them doing a celebration, mate. Just concentrate on getting your touch right.
Exactly. Do the basics right first. Here they are again. Brentford in our half.
They're so good at just getting it down the channel as quickly as possible. The guy making the run down the channel knows exactly that it's going to come to him. Well done, Bentancur.
Very good composure there. Could have easily have lost that ball there.
Well, that's a yellow card for him. He knows what he's doing there, the 30.
That's got to be a yellow card, no? You kick it away, isn't it? Guess not. What do I know? Battle. Here's where we work.
He's offside. He was offside. Offside. Why is he not giving him offside there? He was 5 yards offside.
Don't worry, he's done well. He's done well. We've got the possession. Let's go. Head up. It's got a little deflection, little nick.
Yeah.
He's coming to Richarlison.
Glenn Hoddle in CoComs completely agrees. Why is he not given offside for that? Brentford now have an attack because of it. And Romero's out of position.
Keep battling, guys. Keep battling.
Well done,
look after it.
there.
Someone look after. Oh, unlucky. Just need to get a foothold in the game. Slow it down a little bit. There we go. Now we can move up the pitch. All right, let's go. Head up. Yeah.
He's got to get out of the way. I don't know why they don't give bookings for this anymore. I really don't. It's literally his job to get out of the way.
He's lucky. They need to, you're right. Any little things like this, they need to start getting bookings for. He's already on a yellow. That's why they didn't give him a second.
So he's fouled him there. And actually, I think Maddison's been clever. He knows. But look, it's that guy's job to get out the way. All right, Madders.
Focus on the football.
Oh, dear.
Focus on the football out wide. Do it quickly, though. Quicker. Fast passing, incisive. Quicker. Move the ball. Move the players. Move it around. I need the cut back. Richarlison.
Oh.
I needed Richarlison to pull away from his marker a little bit more so he could see the cutback was on. Because he's thinking, I've got to cross it because Richarlison's going to be there. But if Richarlison pulls away a little bit more, in my opinion, he might be able to get the ball. Because the crosses, they're intercepting.
I'll tell you what, this is not the battle you want, but Skippy's done really well there.
He's done well. He's done well.
I'll tell you what, he was...
Good touch as well. Look after. Now stand him up. Stand up. Now go. Run at him. Run. Werner, go on the outside. Someone. Don't always come short. So it's Maddison, not Werner.
Maddison to Skip. Out wide to Porro. Kulusevski is coming in a bit narrower now, not giving him the kind of touchline option.
Keep moving. Don't stand still, guys. Don't stand there. Don't look. You're static. All of you are static there. We need to move it. Move the ball around. Oh, it's too easy to read. It's too easy. It's too easy because you're standing there. They're going to be able to read it and intercept it.
And Brentford players just diving on the floor as soon as they feel a touch. And Mopé is just winding them all up and trying to get Kulusevski sent off there.
Jeez.
Like Mopé is honestly just
he's doing a good job of it. He's doing a good job though to winding our players up because he's going to get booked for that.
Yeah, Kulusevski.
Yeah, he's going to get booked. He's going to get booked for that. He's doing a good job. And Richarlison's telling them off, saying, "You're naughty, man. You know what you're doing." Pushing their buttons. Oh.
Yeah. Mopé's nibbling at everyone, and Glenn Hoddle's saying, "Yeah, now Mopé's been booked, and so is Kulusevski." Oh, I assume that's Kulusevski. All right. Well, hopefully him getting booked means he's going to.
Yeah, right in front of the ref. Mopé pushes him, he pushes him back, so they both get booked. Needless as well. If Kulusevski was smarter, he would have been like, hey, look.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The ball back there quickly. Oh, my God.
You're hating it over the balls. You're hating the balls over the top.
I'm hating them on the basis that they're not working. Just think it's music to their ears a little bit.
Yeah, playing into their hands, definitely. I agree with that. We just need to be a little bit more brave, in my opinion. Keep hold of it. Keep hold of it.
Stand up, Madders. Stand up.
Lovely. Good defending. Well in the end there, good defending. Madders. Good defending.
Careful.
He's reading it. He's reading it. First time.
Stand. Oh,
I would have preferred if Akari took a touch there. They've gone down again. They've got another free kick. Careful for Bentancur. Doesn't get yellow card as well.
Second to everything at the moment. Brentford loving this at the moment.
Yeah, frustrating us.
They've been better than us.
They have, to be fair. They have.
I think we've just allowed ourselves to get involved in this scrap, and it's like...
Yep, we have. We've allowed it to rattle us.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they want. Norgard's their defensive midfielder. He's been busy. I think he's
1 minute of the first half remaining, but it will be interesting to see how many minutes he adds on because it's been very bitty. You probably wouldn't think a game like this would be like this, but Frank has really got it in them, knowing that it's going to make us play worse, and it has. It has. It's a good ball. Two of them are free.
What a save.
Any danger of us marking anyone? We were 10 yards off everybody there.
Very good. I thought he should have done better, actually.
Yeah, he's got a free header from about 10 yards out. In the end, Vicario has to make a save. It's at a good height for him. I'll tell you what, he's more like 13 yards out.
No one near him.
Any danger of anyone marking them, though?
Nowhere near him. I'm surprised we don't go 2-0 down.
There's a little bit there where I think it's like the way that they set them up for the defensive ones is we play the line so high that if they do get a free header, it's going to be 14 yards out and it's got to be so good. And sure, that one wasn't good enough, but nobody likes to see free headers like that.
Yeah, it was bad defending them. 6
minutes added.
Yeah.
So this is a time to pop their balloon if we can. Well done. Oh, okay. Decky's got first chance to kind of run at them a little bit here. Porro's trying to get outside him. Good. Give it to Skip. I didn't want to.
He's gone on the outside. No, he's gone back on the inside.
Destiny's free in here.
What's he going to do?
Well done. Madders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Timo didn't quite make the run for him, but he's tried to be brave out there, but it wasn't great. Don't foul him. He wants to be fouled. Well done, Destiny.
Well done, Destiny.
Throw in. Come on now. This 5 minutes. Make them really work.
Let's go, boys.
Oh, Werner.
We still got the ball, though.
Yeah.
Penning them in. Let's see what we can do, what we can make of this. 6 minutes.
I agree. I think Bentancur needs to make some more spaces. That's a nice ball from Romero. Drive at him. Win something there, yeah. Werner's not desperate to cross it, is he?
I was going to say, do you think we should go on the outside a little bit more, or is that too easy for...
Nice stuff. It's going to be a corner, is it? No, they're going to clear it for far in.
Yeah.
It's just a bit slow at the moment, but we're pinning them back a little bit here. Just do it, Timo.
Yeah, we just need it quicker. Just a little bit sharper, a little bit faster, a bit more incisive.
Nice touch.
Don't panic, Spurs. That's my message. Don't panic. Don't get rattled. Keep your heads on the game. Keep playing your football.
Decky, can
and
he
you
get
never know what can
in?
happen.
Oh, tell you what.
Final ball. Final ball.
Oh, that was a terrible.
Yeah, the incisiveness, the clinical edge right there is lacking.
Okay, win that first ball. Well done, Mickey van der Ven. And Destiny. Can he find Madders?
Lovely.
He does.
Lovely. Oh, no.
Not
Take a touch.
there,
Take a touch to protect it.
Well done, Christian
well done.
Romero. Now, what can you see? Nice idea.
Keep going.
Defending.
Now it's coming. And again, go again. Play with the football. Put them under pressure.
Oh, what a
Look
ball
after.
from Skip.
Oh.
Brilliant ball from Skippy. Decky just kind of turned with it the wrong way. But that was better.
That was much better. I reckon if he kills the ball and then gets it onto his left, he's got a shot.
I agree.
Yeah, I see what he's trying to do there by trying to roll it with his first touch. But more of the same, Spurs. Come on, because something will happen. You'll figure it out in the end. Keep going. Keep moving. Keep asking questions.
Richie.
Go on, Richie. Go on. Someone make a run for him. Make a run for him. Give him an option.
Lovely from Richarlison. Werner's got to be a little bit more productive and brave with his first touch, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
See what I mean? Because otherwise, it breaks down like that.
Exactly. I think sometimes we're trying to be too clever, too cute. Do the basics.
Just get it wide and get some balls in. And
let's go. Here we go
nice
again.
ball into Decky, but Skippy's never going to have the pace for that. But
Keep pressing, win that second ball. Keep them pinned in, win that second ball, doesn't matter. Keep winning and make them work for it. Don't make it easy.
Well in,
there you go, that's what I'm talking about. Well done, boys. Keep playing your football, lads, it will come. And again, look after the ball. Go again. Get that ball out of your feet, though. Get a better first touch. Keep working, get it back. Get it back. There we go, go again. Surround them, make it easy. Don't make it easy for them, sorry.
Brilliantly for Brentford there, and they're in. Werner's working hard. That's good.
Werner's gone back in a good position.
Oh, they're getting the outs of every ball.
He wins that ball back. Well. There we go. That's what happens when you work hard. You work for the team. And now we're on a counter. Let's go.
Oh, Destiny.
Use your right foot, please, Destiny. Just there's an inside pass there into Porro. Simple. Just give it to him. Use your right foot. It's really frustrating when I see a player with one foot not use their right.
That's good. Bentaker's made a little run.
Go on. That's what we need to see. We need to see more of that. Head up. We need to take a little bit of risk to get reward here. So let's do something. Let's get one of these players forward. Make a run from outside. Destiny's just kind of holding back there just in case anything else happens.
That's never going to happen there.
Go on, Destiny, win it back. Second ball. There we go. Well done. Head up.
Nice. Not
unlucky. And again, we've got it again. Bentacore, keep moving. Don't stop moving, guys. Don't let the far.
Get away from him.
Yeah, come on. Let's make it happen. Come on, boys. And again, a pass out wide. Someone go on the outside, please. Someone go on the outside. It's too clogged up in that central area. You got to stretch them the other way.
Him then, Skippy. Oh,
it's too predictable when we're going inside. There we go. Skippy. Well done.
Well done, Timo.
Skip's playing well, man. Winning those balls back, I must admit.
No.
Bentacore, can you spread it out wide?
No.
It's a bit too much. It's a bit too much. It's a little bit better, but again, we're just that final ball, that incisive ball, we're lacking.
Yeah, but also, it's not, there's actually just like no chance
being created from it.
To get behind them at the moment at all. It's easy for them.
Yeah, it's not easy. Come on, boys. You know you can do better than this. Face palm. Werner is afraid to do anything other than playing the back pass from Daniel Black.
Yeah.
Ricky Luna, what the hell is you doggy doing? Randiff is saying, let's all spam together YouTube channel to stream the games on their channel so people can actually watch them. Tony saying, something must be wrong with this doomed club. Randiff is saying, it's like Man City.
Doomed club. Wow.
No, you know, it's when a team does the low block thing, you got to find a way.
Of course.
You just got to find a way. And so
many more teams will do this. Oh, Timo, you're not going to help your cause there, mate.
Sometimes I think
That's half time.
your doggy, when he's going on the inside, sometimes going on the outside, and vice versa.
So that's
Just to
half
mix it up.
time. 1-0 to Brentford. It's pretty ugly at the moment. And you'd have to say that whatever it is Brentford have decided to do, it's working.
Rattle us, basically.
Totally rattled
Just
us.
get us.
Rattled me.
Get inside our minds. They know we've got like fiery players. Porro's fiery. Romero's fiery. Richarlison's fiery. Bentacle's fiery. Maddison was wound up there. You saw how he got inside his head when they scored the goal. They did the dart celebration. And they like to go direct. That's what they do. It's working at the moment. It's 2 or 3 passes, and then they're trying to get into the channels. And unfortunately, with that high line, that's their route. That's what we're going to play that high line no matter what. This is what we do. So we're not going to change our approach. What we need to do a lot better is be more decisive, make that decision early in our minds. So sometimes instead of going with the fullbacks going on the inside, sometimes fullbacks going on the outside, get a bit more width, pull them out of position, late runners from our midfielders, like what we saw with Bentancur and Skip running in. And then sometimes that final touch or that final pass has been lacking. Sometimes it's been overhit, it's been pitched too wide instead of being coming inside, and sloppy touches sometimes, and we're just getting beat to that ball. Yeah. And we're not getting enough or creating enough clear-cut chances for ourselves. I think that's more frustrating than anything.
Is it too early for James Maddison to start a game like this? Is it, it's one thing he's coming deep and he's getting the ball, but it seems a little bit to me, and he might play his way into it in this game, but it seems a little bit to me like his instinct isn't quite there and the radar isn't quite on because he's just not used to it at this point.
I did a match.
Is he trusting his body as well?
I did a match preview on someone else's channel, and I said, I don't know if I should say it, but I don't know if Maddison should start. I just feel like I remember when Bentancur came on against Palace, Ange bled him in slowly, and it's because that kind of match sharpness as you're talking about, that football IQ, the spatial awareness, like you're trusting your body, first touch, etc., just knowing when to go, when to stay. That type of stuff that happens normally, that comes to Maddison so naturally, some things that we're so used to seeing is not quite happening for him. And on top of it, he's getting frustrated. So I was wondering, do we bring him on? But obviously he did start. And now he's doing a mini pre-season of himself because he's trying to find form. But we're not a one-man team. We're not.
Well, it's a very difficult situation now, I think, because, at whatever point Maddison does come off, which will probably be around 70 minutes on fitness alone.
Correct.
You're looking at bringing on Højbjerg or possibly moving Decky inside and bringing on Johnson. I have to say at this point, I would be tempted to give Werner a little rest and bring Johnson on, but I don't love Johnson on the left, so I'm not sure if that's necessarily going to be any better.
Do you think Johnson scores that goal? That chance that Kulusevski comes.
I think he gets a shot off. I think he definitely gets a shot off because he's got the pace to get away from defence. That's just unfortunate because in that first 5 minutes, we were playing some lovely quick stuff and Brentford hadn't quite
figured us out.
It's that classic thing where, isn't it? It's like they know as the away team at a 60,000 seat stadium with a good atmosphere, they have to see out the first 15 minutes. And as they see out those 5 minutes at a time, they get bigger and more confident. And by the end of that, they're by far the better team. Like by far the better. We don't look like making a single chance against them. The best chance was, that one in the first 5 minutes where Kulusevski didn't quite get away from his man, and then the Richarlison shot.
Werner had a shot, to be fair.
The Werner shot, he was.
There was 2, wasn't there? There was
with the Werner shot. Sorry to interrupt, but even with the Werner shot, I'd say when they look at that back, Brentford, they'll say that we're quite happy defending him that way because we've got so many men in front of the ball.
Definitely.
And actually, it was just a bit of a scuffed shot, but. Yeah, we're not. I'd say this in the last few games. We're not making a lot of chances at the moment. Man City obviously doesn't really count, but I don't know. Like you said, we're going to have to find ways to beat these low block teams.
This is it.
And what it needs to be ideally is an early goal to kind of make them doubt themselves, make Brentford doubt themselves again, and get our tempo up again. I think another thing to talk about, Bentancur in the 6 now. It feels to me like, especially as we're 1-0 down, Ange needs to say to him, let Christian Romero come up and when we've got the ball kind of play the 6 more. You make another man so we can try and play more of that 1-2 touch stuff away in the centre of the pitch. And we'll have to take more of a risk that Romero and Van der Ven can sort out the 2 on their own when they break with the ball. Because there are too many times for me when the ball is with Maddison or Romero and actually, they're looking to break down these 11 men, but Bentancur's kind of a bit behind the play. And we actually need to make another man to bring a man out of their kind of deep.
And this is what I was saying: late runners into the box, Skip, Bentancur. To be fair, I did see Bentancur do some runs forward, but sometimes we see that run a little bit late, and our decision making in the final third has been poor this start. I think that's what it is. I think we're in that dangerous area. As I was saying, the cutback's on. We're going for chip balls, we're going for crosses, and actually, Brentford want that all day long because they've got
three centre halves.
They've got defenders that are 6'3" tall, and they're going to gobble up those chances that are in the air. So we just need to be a little bit more cuter in and around that box. My frustration sometimes in the final third, when you've got a fullback as your doggy, he's really good at carrying a ball, but sometimes when it like a simple pass inside, it's like he wants it on his left foot instead of his right foot. And so he's not passing quick enough because it's not on his favorite foot. When it was on the bad foot, that was the mistake he made. He tried to pass on his right foot, and that's how they got in. And it ended up with Tony having a 1v1. Romero, let's talk about that, because as you said before, Romero decides to kind of mark Mupe, the space, instead of going towards Tony. And that's allowed him to get the shot off because Van der Ven, as fast as he is, he's too far away from it. So for me, surely Romero's got to go to him. Surely he's got to close that angle down and then, stop that shot from coming in. And maybe Vicario cleans that. He stops that shot from being ricocheted, and maybe he looks after it, gets underneath it. And
that's exactly what I thought at the time. I think Romero now, in hindsight, would probably say to you, well, actually, I made the right decision because the shot was saved. And then it was just kind of unlucky from there. But one thing I'd say is, if you're going to make that choice to stay with Mope, you've got to be tight on Mope for the rebound.
Follow up. And
he wasn't. So actually, in the end, he's ended up doing neither nor, and looks like he's made a mistake as a result. I don't know. It's going to take something almost like we're going to need to get one to bounce in off an arse or something like that, and get the crowd back in the game, or maybe get a Brentford player sent off or something to turn this game around.
This is what I was saying. At times, we need to have a shot. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes we're in that final third, and I said, look, sometimes the shot's not going to be clean, but that's what you want because the goalkeeper's unsighted, and it might go in, and you might get a ricochet, as you said, or it might fall to Richarlison, and then he might get a little deflection or a rebound, and he scores a tap in. Do you know what I mean? Totally. But if you're not doing that, then you're not creating any chances, and then we're not going to get any luck. Look, they had a shot, it ricocheted, and it went in. I know theirs was more clear cut, but I mean,
it's actually like watching Conte ball, isn't it? Because that's exactly what Spurs did under Conte. We play that very deep, 3 at the back, very deep on our 18-yard line, and then always make chances. And Conte. Would say, wouldn't he? I was fourth when I left the club, and we scored as many goals as anyone else was scoring because we were very hard to break down.
That's right.
Now, what we've got to hope, I guess, is that Brentford suffer from a lot of what Spurs suffered from under Conte, which is, can you keep, not
energy,
giving away chances for the entire 90 minutes? The argument I'd say, though, is that with the kind of underdog element that Brentford have, it's much easier, I think, with less pressure to keep your legs less fatigued for the whole 90 minutes when you're coming to a place where you're not expected to get a result anyway.
And you can see, by these replays, every time we get on the ball, it's like they're blocking. It's not even getting past the first man. It's just breaking down in that final third. That's where we lack the quality.
Yeah.
As I said before, we're trying to cross it across the box.
Dead right there. That one that came to Kulusevski and he rolls in one movement. If he rolls the other way, he's got a chance in. Shot.
He definitely has. But these are the little small details that make you win a game. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't take a touch. Take a touch. Let it roll across the body. Not beating the first man. Do you know what I mean? Not getting your shots off. Those small decisions, that's what's going against us at the moment. They're getting it right. They're frustrating us. And they're getting inside our heads. There's not much we can do. Simplistically, as you said before, who do we have to bring on now? Who comes and changes the game? Dane Scarlett's on the bench.
Højbjerg. So the bench is Forster, Emerson Royal, Ben Davis, Dragushin, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Jamie Donnelly, Brennan Johnson, Brian Hill, and Dane Scarlett. One thing I would say is it worth Ange? He doesn't do this a lot, obviously, but is it worth Ange saying to the fullbacks, go outside your man more, go outside, offer them a chance, and try and get some crosses in, trying something a bit different. And obviously, I think the key actually, obviously, let's try and get a goal quickly. But if we don't, just don't give away the next one. Make the game last and make them get tired and get deeper and deeper and deeper. Because for now, they're sitting at 20 yards out. but they will get to like 6 yards out. And that's really when the shots that you do take might get deflection in. And that's kind of what happened in the Sheffield United game in the end.
Just to add to that, and you're talking about making the pitch wider, aren't you? That's what you're saying by getting the fullbacks out wide.
Yeah.
I personally think if you do like a possessional play or a numerical advantage where if your doggy goes wide, I think Maddison should come wide with Werner and create like a little triangle, and that would pull them to like the left-hand side, which opens up space centrally for a runner like Bentancur or a Skip running across, or even Richarlison. Someone that can run into that space that's opened up because we've dragged the team over to them because they're thinking, oh my days, we need to deal with this fire and put it out.
Yeah.
And then essentially you've got some gaps in that particular area. And then maybe then we get goals. Because that's what I saw against Bournemouth. We did that quite well. We used to like hug one side of the pitch and it used to be like Saar, Basuma.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And we used to like Maddison's little 1-2 touches, Kuzeski, and then pull them apart. And then if they don't deal with it, then we somehow find a little passing lanes inside their box because we're on one side and we end up getting a shot out of it and we end up maybe scoring. So we're doing those little cutbacks that we're famous for.
Yeah, totally. And I think what Brentford have done really cleverly is, you know, whereas in a lot of games where we've really dominated the ball, it's been because we've got so many men in central midfield and outnumbered.
They want us to stay centrally.
But they want us to be central because they pack the centre midfield as well and the centre of the pitch.
Exactly.
I mean, the other thing is what we're doing a lot is playing balls into Richarlison's feet. But I think if, like in the box, around the penalty spot, I think if we're doing that, what players have to be doing is running off him as well.
Correct.
Because if he if it bobbles off his toe and goes that way, we've got to be ready for that.
That's it. Like even like you said, if he's in that centre area, play a ball into him, he could do a wall pass or a bounce pass. A bounce pass back, that's a 1-2 inside the box at an angle, and you've got a shot there. Do you know what I mean? All I want is Richie to be a sacrificial lamb, literally be a hold-up man, a stand-up guy, give the ball into him, and then he just plays it back, or he just holds it up for runners to run in behind him, etc.
But at the moment, they've been playing the passes and then waiting. And
exactly, and that's what I was saying. Some of them, we had 5 men or 4 men or 3 men just static waiting for the ball. No, runners off him. We need someone to go in behind, someone to go wide, someone to offer a short. Do you know what I mean? Not always just guys, every 5 men against their 5 defenders at the back.
The other thing this reminds me of, unfortunately, is that Brentford are actually on a pretty bad run away from home. I think they may have lost their last 4, but the last game they won away from home was at Stamford Bridge and they won 2-0. The second goal was like last kick of the game when the keeper's gone up. And I've seen bits of that game and it just looked like they frustrated Chelsea throughout. So they know how to come to these kind of so-called bigger, better teams and frustrate. And I think Neil Maupay is the best example of that happening today because to me, I think he is absolute dross as a player. Like, I really think he's terrible. But today, he's just clearly been told, just wind them up. Just wind them up, and it's working. And what they've got to say in the changing room is, or what Andrew's got to say to them is, you're better than these, and you've got to prove it on the pitch. Don't let yourself get dragged down to that wind-up level, because it's wasting our own time at the moment, and it's annoying the fans.
Yeah. That's what they want you to do. They want you to be involved in little...
I mean, one thing I would say, though, if I was a Brentford fan right now, I would be thinking and saying, don't make anything happen that gets the Spurs fans into this game. So don't, don't wind them up. Don't wind it up too much. Don't take it too far. Yeah. Hopefully, maybe we can get one of their men sent off or something like that. But but I have to say, even if we got a man sent off, it wouldn't, for me, mean we'd start immediately making chances. What are they saying in the comments?
So in the comments hopefully Maupay will get another yellow card, because I was going to mention about the yellow card situation. Quite a few of them have been booked. And so, that's something we could probably press on, like winding them up, getting one of them sent off, and we're having the advantage. The front 3 are so shot shy. And that's from Azzy. Glenn said, keep doing what we're doing and we will get what we deserve. And just to lead on to that point, I thought there was towards the end of the half, we kept winning that ball back. We kept putting pressure on. We kept playing our game as well. We're not getting sucked into what they're doing. And I think that's the way to go. As soon as you start getting rattled and start playing into their strengths, then, it's not going to go your way. But I thought that the final 6 minutes or to 10 minutes, I thought Spurs were actually on top. And we just need to keep that pressure on, keep that same application.
Without making a chance. Do you know what I mean? That's
yes, and that goes back to the other point. The front three are shot shy.
Yeah, TNT we're making a couple of substitutions here. Interesting. I did wonder if he might bring Højbjerg on. So it's Brennan Johnson is coming on, and Højbjerg. So my guess,
coming off.
Well, my guess it would be that it might be Werner and
Yeah, you're right. It
And
could be Werner.
Skip.
It could be. Yeah.
But let's see who it is. So Ange has obviously seen enough. Let's have a look. Just waiting for them to announce who's coming on.
Let's have a look. Who else? You said it was
So
Werner.
Skip is 4, isn't he? So Skip.
Yeah,
Højbjerg for Skip.
And maybe it was a knock. He must have picked up a knock because I thought Skip out of everyone was winning the ball back.
Yeah, but also.
Or do you think
it's anonymous? I thought.
Do you think it's a control thing? He maybe wants Bentancur to push up a bit more and get on the ball a little bit more.
Yes, possibly. Yeah, so it's Johnson and Højbjerg on for Werner and Skip.
So Johnson will probably go out to the left then.
I don't love Johnson on the left, but I have to say he might be a bit more kind of direct than Werner was. Who just, I agree with one of the comments from earlier that said that he just looked a little bit like scared. Yeah. Like not confident is probably the best way to put it.
Why do you think that is with our front three? Like, not a front three, but it's the wingers. It's been a problem all season, I felt, apart from Sonny going out wide.
Yeah, I mean, just we don't have an Elise or an Eze who just loves it on the ball. Do you know? Like,
yeah, you know, that's right. Do you think that as a small critique to the club that you know we kind of cut a corner there with Werner and look to do the easy deal? You know, because we've been the opportunist club for many seasons now.
Well, what I'd say is,
and we had the opportunity with the FFP to take advantage.
What I'd say is, if and when we lose this game, that is definitely an angle that will be being thrown at this. Look, one thing I would say is I think Spurs had chances to sign both Eze and Elise when they were championship clubs. No, when they were at championship clubs.
Yes, all right. QPR and Reading. Yeah.
And they didn't because they're afraid of those. I think just the scouting for those kind of players hasn't been good enough, and they went, you know, they've had too many Joe Rodens and Jack Clarks.
Yeah. So they got put off.
And now I wonder if they're making the same mistake with the kid from Blackburn. Is it
Wharton? Oh, he's a wonder kid. He's amazing. Go on. I thought he did it then.
And obviously Noosa, there's a possibility that they've pulled back a bit on that one, but you know,
I was going to ask you about that whole Noosa Brentford winning.
I think everyone was excited, weren't they?
Yeah, I certainly was.
The money is seen to be too much, and actually, and I said it on my show, is I think, you know, although he's failed his medical apparently, but
with a knee injury,
you know, him and his people are doing it for his playing, you know,
which
actually,
makes sense.
Considering we've had players like Bale made the choice to come to Spurs instead of Man United, Dragoshin made that choice
to go to Bayern Munich.
We can't really complain about that. But I think he's failed his medical, or so some of the rumours have said that.
Yeah. And I think they want to get a record deal over the line as well.
Yes,
that was what was kind of holding the deal up. So Brentford are trying to beat us on both fronts, in the market and on the pitch.
Liverpool 1-up against Chelsea. Jota.
Yes, Jota's in my team. Sorry, side note. So you got to be happy for something, right? Sorry, Sammy. Sorry. I didn't mean that. Sorry.
Oh, well done, Mickey van der Ven.
Come on, that's it.
Come on, Destiny. Open your legs.
Destiny. There we go. That's it. That's what we want from Destiny. That's what we want from Destiny. You've got the pace. You've got the guard. Do it. Go on, Johnson. Go on, Johnson. Go on, Johnson. Go on. Shoot. He's done it! Yes!
Doggy.
Yes!
Can I just ask a question?
Doggy!
I thought Werner had come off, but he hasn't. So who came off?
Oh, was that Werner?
I'm sure that was Werner.
I thought it was Johnson. I thought it was Johnson went over to left. Oh my!
Anyway, it deflected. Werner did some work on the left. It deflected and came back to a Doggy.
You need, some input. Hey, listen. Just say it with your chest, my broski. You know, like that. Hey, your Doggy. Come on.
I'm sorry, I'm loath to
celebrate you Spurs.
See a VAR. You know what it's like.
No, I'll celebrate anyway.
Well, I now have no idea who's on the pitch.
Your goatee. The goat. Hey, younger goat, you know.
So look, that's Werner out there on the left. And there's Decky on the right.
So Johnson through the middle.
Yeah, this is Werner.
Lovely.
And then, a bit of luck.
Good foot. So I said, did I say that was a little deflection? It might happen. You just need to get a shot. You just need to get a shot off.
Exactly.
There you go.
Especially when you've got so many men in front of the ball.
Yeah, I don't know what you're worried about VAR for.
Okay, but wait, who's come off the pitch? Skip. Look, we're in again here on the left.
Go on.
Nobody's in the box because Rishi has...
Beat him. Have a crack. Yes! Yes! You're back to this well! Yes, we done it!
And Johnson's doing the dance! Johnson's doing the dance!
Are you mad?
I told you, you've got to be careful.
Hey, listen! We're back, boys! What are you
Werner
telling me,
got down
comments?
the left-hand
Huh?
side.
Heard
and
them when we're
I
talking
think ends up
smoke.
having a shot which
What?
he scuffs across the box.
Are you look, Moonpay, what are you telling me,
Mope's
huh?
now having a
Huh?
go at his mate.
Hey, that was electric. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yes. Stay positive, bro. We got
Let's
this.
see what happens here. A long ball from Brentford starts it. Big win in the air from Mickey van der Ven. And then Decky Kulusevski with a lovely touch puts in Werner down the left, who runs at his man, very direct. And I think he takes it on his left and he tries to shoot, I think. No, it's just a great cross, isn't it?
It's a great cross, bro.
Tell you
It's
what,
a great
I
cross,
slagged
bro.
this crossing all
It's a
first
great
half,
cross,
so
bro.
I'm going to give him his props for that one. And brilliant at the back stick
Hey.
from Brennan Johnson. Makes the run.
Big up Ange for that. Hey, the substitution, he got it right. He
At the
got it
moment, he
right.
seems to have 12 men on the pitch because I don't know who's come off. Who has come off? So, has Bentancur come off?
I'll tell you
Is it
now.
Bentancur?
Maybe. Hold on. I need to refresh my page.
Skip was 4, right?
Tell us in the comments as well if you know. Woo! Lineups. So it
Also,
was.
Sammy, can you put our handles in the title? Cheers, mate.
Okay. Still can't see.
Wait, is there a VAR check? Because there's a wait here.
Bentancur is off apparently. He's saying
so
in
Bentancur
the.
and Skip came off for Højbjerg and Johnson. Right, the game hasn't started yet, so I'm nervous about this.
Yeah, Bentancur and Skip off for Højbjerg and Højbjerg and Johnson on.
Well, I'm glad he didn't take Werner off because it's been a big change. What is this delay for? I don't really see what this VAR would be for because I think Johnson came from deeper, right?
Look, Madison's busting joke with Mupe now. Look, the men are just friends now. Look, trying to wind each other up. Look,
okay, the
look.
game started again. Good.
Don't worry, Barnaby. Hey, listen.
Right, come on, boys.
I know it's not over, but I'm glad we're 2-1 up. That's how we start the game, man. Come on.
So what he's done is he's gone.
Go on,
Which-
go on, go on,
moving on
boys,
left
go on,
again
boys,
here.
go on, boys, go on.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go. Hey,
Corner.
just don't know, bro. If you just put it in the box, we're rattled.
Ash, what he's done actually is something that people have been calling for is whether he can play a 6, as in now Højbjerg, with Madison as like the 8 and Kulusevski as the 8 as well.
Nice.
And Werner's on the left and Kulusevski and Johnson on the right. And so far, you've got to say, he's been brave and it's worked out.
It's working.
And
I
now
reckon
Brentford are going to have to come out of their shape at some point.
Do you reckon he threw the kitchen towel at them and just went mad? Take your man on!
I believe it's known as the kitchen sink. The kitchen towel would be slightly less threatening. But yes, I think he threw the kitchen towel at them for sure. But great start to this second half. He got a bit braver. We've got a bit more creativity on the pitch, I think, down the middle as a result.
Yeah.
And we scored 2 goals.
Brilliant, man. Oh, electric, man.
It's so annoying that because of VAR, you can't, or at least I don't feel able to celebrate as much. It's really frustrating.
I hear you, man. Look, I'll celebrate and then afterwards I have egg on my face. I don't care. I'm going to celebrate that goal. I'm celebrating, bro.
That's the right way to do it, arguably, as well.
Hey, come on, Spurs. Still got the ball. Looking dangerous. Confident on the ball now. Fans are singing. Everyone's up. We've got the ball in their half. They've got to come at us a bit more now.
Oh, lovely run from Udogie there.
That's what we wanted. Those late runs. Those late runs to ask questions, man. There we go. There we go. Look at that ball. Look at it. Sexy. Sexy. Go on. Is that Højbjerg doing that as well?
It was.
Hey, Salzburg.
Back stick. Oh, unlucky.
No, we still got it. We still got it in the middle. All right, go on then. Go on then.
Well done.
Well done. That's what I want. Just make your mind up from early. Don't worry about the consequences. Just make your mind up from early. Be assertive, be direct, be confident. Take your man on, and guess what happens? Goals. We are cooking right about that.
You've got to give it to Brennan Johnson. He's had a lot of stick, but he keeps making that late run to the back stick, and that's what Ange wants. And
just
that's
get to
why
the back stick. It's not, hey, get to the back stick. That's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Spurs have the ball now. We're looking slick though with those passes. All your doggies being taken out.
That could be a yellow. Is it the same guy?
It is the same guy.
It's the same guy.
It's the same guy.
He's on a yellow. It's got to be a second yellow.
He's not going to give it.
But he's got him high. He's got him high.
He's not going to give it. He's not. You can tell. You know when they're going to give it. You know when they're going to give it, man. Trust me.
Does he try to pull away? Oh, now.
Yeah. I think they're talking to the ref.
Well, they must be.
Yeah.
It's a yellow card any other time. I'm sorry.
If it was your doggy or Romero, it'd be yellow card.
Sure.
or Basuma. If it was Basuma, you know that's a yellow.
He's got away with one.
Because I'm sure Basuma did a similar challenge, or your doggy did a similar challenge. I don't know if it was Chelsea or I can't remember who it was against.
It was the home game. It was where he ended up getting in with the on the knee, didn't he?
Yeah.
Basuma.
Yeah. Basuma, wasn't it? Yeah.
Go on. Oh, Madders, unfortunately.
Ref.
He's never going to get that, Madders.
Go on, go.
Oh, Richie should have laid Werner in.
I know he should have, but you know what? I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. At least he did something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But no, you're right. He should have laid him in. Because he was in.
Madders tried to win a free kick because he felt something in the back.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that is a foul as well.
It is a foul.
Anywhere else on the pitch you get that, but because it's Madders, he didn't. And then it broke to Richarlison. He's tried to have it with his left foot. It's not far away.
Listen, that could go top corner, you know. I don't mind that in my striker. My striker needs to shoot. Do you know what I mean? I don't want my striker to be timid and passing in that zone anyway.
Well up, Romero.
But you're right though. Werner was in. If you get it to Werner scores, man.
So they're just showing some stats where Brentford have not a great record when they've been winning at half time. up in 5 games, 1-2, drawn 1, lost 2.
Wow.
And Thomas Frank has his big whiteboard out at the moment.
He's trying to rejig things. He's like, well, I'm paying a 3-5-2, but I might need to go to a 3-4-3. I don't know.
Porro. Oh, he's done well there. Tell you what, I was going to say he shouldn't have let it bounce, but he did beautifully.
Good ball into the midfield. Head up now. Pick him out.
Lovely.
Go.
I'm so proud of Pierre for picking the right ball there. Put him in.
Go through ball. Hit it.
Could have been a
Bang it. Yes.
I'm
sorry. Richie, yes.
I have to give it to Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Listen, the reason I said I was proud of him is because he had a pass on that he decided to make, and then a better one arrived later, and he just
That's what happens when you're composed, bro.
And they're all giving it the darts now,
Yes. It's douche. All right, that's got to be our celebration afterwards, yeah? You know, our max reaction. We're like...
Get your whiteboard out, Frank.
All right, Frank is rattled.
Yes, Richie, they're not happy about the darts thing at all. So here it goes. Brilliant from Porro. Wins the ball, plays it inside to Højbjerg. And watch this. He wants to give it out wide, but he just stops himself. Gives it into Destiny.
Destiny
who then
makes
runs
a beautiful
through
run.
the middle of the pitch and gives it into Madders, who does beautifully. And it, like we've been saying all game, take a shot, you'll get a bit of luck. 3-1 Tottenham. Lovely stuff.
Brilliant. Maddison. He tried to poke it. It doesn't matter because it breaks to Richie.
That's it. Just get a shot away.
Just get a shot away. You just never know.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, through his legs.
Yes.
Pen me on your ass.
Yes, sir. And
come on, boys.
Angelot.
Brentford are in the mud. Hey.
All right, let's get another one.
Hey, they don't want none of that bee wax, bro. Trust me. We're eating all the honey.
Glenn Hoddle has just said everyone's playing darts tonight. Just to say, guys, of course, we will be here with an instant match reaction straight after the game, followed by the viewers calling in. You can call in if you're a member. Post-match reaction show straight after.
Become a member.
About 10 minutes, 15 minutes after the game, where we'll be talking about all of this stuff. Also, check out the title bit where you'll see the Spurred On podcast at Barnaby Slater _ where you can see my daily content, and at Southview Coys where you can see Ash with his brilliant content too.
Oh, guys, man, become a member today, yeah? I want to hear some new people. I want to hear some new voices, man. Get involved.
Well, Brentford getting in a good position.
What a time
here.
to be alive.
You got to stay with him, Madders in the middle. Oh, I'll tell you what.
Good defending.
Romero did well there.
Good defending. I'm chilling right now. You know, like...
Don't say that. No chilling.
He said, don't get too cocky. Don't relax. No, I want the guys on the pitch to be like on it.
Brentford have made a change. They brought Jensen off, Yarmolenko on. I'm surprised they've left the captain on, to be honest, considering how he is definitely a foul away from getting sent off, I'd say. Coming in with the long throw now. 57 minutes.
I'm looking for 4, you know. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay, let's chill out. Come on. You know I'm a superstitious boy. We've got a defensive throw-in to handle here.
Hey, look.
And we've done it well.
You know what it is? Every time they push up, I can just see the spacing behind. I don't know about you.
Long cross. Keeper!
All day.
Yes,
Now here. Go. Yep. Go. Now go. This is what I'm talking about. Now the space is open.
Open your legs,
now we can hit it. Oh, we've cut it down. We slowed it down. They've got back quickly, though. Brentford knew. They knew the space was in behind. So they ran back as quickly as possible. But they did well to slow Vicario from throwing it out.
No, yeah, I've got it, yeah.
That's why I always think every time Brentford push forward, like the attack is on. The attack is on. They can't be as compact. Oh, look at that. Oh, brilliant.
On swinger, though.
Go on.
He didn't want it on his swinger, did he?
He didn't want it on his right.
Bang it, Pedro.
Oh. If he shot with his right foot,
Kulusevski got in down the right-hand channel and he's in, and all he has to do is whack it. Like, he scored a couple of goals like that this season.
I don't understand
he tries to bring it back on his right foot.
Oh, just hit it with the right.
You know what? I think he didn't like that the ball was spinning a bit as well.
Hit it on your right. I don't care. Hit it in their post.
I agree. And then
side foot it towards the bottom corner.
And is livid that he hasn't just hit it.
Furious. He said, like, just one more day of the window. I don't care. Bring me my player. I'm joking.
Well, I have been thinking, like, if the in the chairman's...
He's got to take that. I'm upset about that.
In the chairman's lounge after the game, Levy must surely speak to the Brentford chairman, just be like, so what would it actually take to get Tony out? What would it take, boy? Well
go
done,
on, lads.
Richie.
Go on. Free kick. Got to be. Advantage then.
And that's another foul by the 6.
Oh, come on. He must have like a little tally in his book. You know what I'm saying? Like just like a line. Put a line through it. How many fouls he's done.
Richie's worked his nuts off again today, isn't he?
Yes. You say slide man of the match, or is that too early for you?
Too early for me.
Too early for you. Start thinking about it though.
But what's great now is that we're able to play. You know, they have to really change what they're doing now.
Yes.
And that's why we're slowing our game down a little bit and picking them off a bit more.
In the comments, big up Johnson and Richie. Oh.
Nice idea. That's too easy though.
Is that over Tony? He keeps it on, but we win it back, and he got it back again.
Oh no, Ramirez chased it. Watch.
Lovely.
All
right. It's Brentford throw. Johnson's got back. He's helping out defensively as well. Is that the play now? Put Johnson, keep Johnson off. Make him angry.
Get off the pitch.
Lovely.
Just do the easy.
Vicario. Yeah, take a touch if you need to.
That's
okay, right. Maybe not.
I tell you what, he was on. Oh no, he thought he was off.
Keeper. Let keeper come for it. Take your time. Slow it down a bit now. Now you can slow it down.
I mean, what Johnson gives us in this situation where we've got another bit of creativity in the central midfield is pace on either side.
Yeah.
You know, and that just makes another decision for the defensive team to make more than anything, really.
Correct. First touch.
Well done, Brennan.
First touch. Lovely. Much better. Like, he had to turn the comments off on his page. You know that?
Yeah.
He was getting so much abuse. So maybe he's like, who you calling nice guy? He had a bit of fire in his belly.
Well done, Pierre.
Go on. Look, give that though, innit?
It's an important foul. That was what I call a Man City foul, really. They were doing those professional fouls all game against us the other night.
Johnson's better on the right. Let's bury them. Very happy for Brendan Johnson. Confidence builder. Calm on, guys. It's a hit back. Brentford learn. On the second half performance, Tony can see what would be like with him in the team. Interesting. Up the Spurs from the foe. Old Jam says we need to batter the Brentford fools. Can't stand Tony and Mupe. Lamuel Smelders. Ange. Respect.
Got another deep free kick here, Brentford. Chance to get it in the box. Well done, Destiny wins that first ball.
Lovely.
Timo, turn away. Give him a help.
Yes,
Give
lovely.
him help. Oh, Timo. Well done.
And gets it away.
Well done, Timo. Did all right.
And Rich chases it. He's chasing. He's working hard. He's working for it.
Oof.
He's trying to force a mistake. They've got the ball. They've composed. Oh, unlucky. Nice, but we've won it back. First time in. Oh. Unlucky. Good idea, though, from Pedro Porro.
Keep working, Decky.
Seems to work with Decky in there as well. Because Decky adds some more protection as well with Porro there. Do you know what I mean? Because he helps him out on that wide side.
Ash, you're incredibly calm despite the fact that Tony just had an unbelievable effort just outside the box that only goes like 10 inches wide. But
I'm just hoping he like, you know, like you said, Levy's having a words with their chairman to convince him to come.
I was going to say it earlier, it really feels like this is like, he knows that this is, audition. Yeah, like an audition, not just for this club, but for somebody to come and get him.
Yeah.
I actually think he wants to go to Arsenal, don't you?
I do think so, yeah, 100%. But yeah, it looks like if we keep this up, then we move up the table. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey, yeah, no more of that until I'll allow it if we get the next goal. The next goal in this game is still huge. Like still.
Yeah, 100%. But I'm glad that we got a 2-goal in it. Boys are playing well. Confidence is up, and it's all about performance for me. Like, you need to perform well. Yeah, give Maddison the minutes he needs, man. Give Maddison the minutes he needs. Get him up to match speed.
Yeah, that's what you're being asked to do.
That's all right. It's okay. I know the risk is there, and I do get why he did it.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the when he does his little step over, it's one of the slowest ever seen in football. He's given it away again there, and he's just about made a good tackle back, but they're in down the right. Destiny's got to work here. He's in the middle. He's in the middle.
Ooh, Tony's dangerous. Oh, Tony's dangerous. Oh, Tony's. Oh.
What are you doing?
You should have put that one in the net.
Yeah, he should, but he already still was going to put it in the net when you were laughing at him.
No, but you know what? There, he's done all the hard work. He composed himself. He did all the hard work there. Look, stays on his feet, beats the man, beats the other man, commits both keeper, and then, yeah, he just doesn't hit the target.
I just think that's another one where, I think Højbjerg's playing well, but he's giving the ball away a bit easily.
Yeah, it's because he's trying to do that dangerous pass, because if he gets that pass in, then we're on an attack. So with high risk comes high reward and vice versa. And literally, we almost got punished there because of it.
Just for a few minutes, once we'd given them a chance there, and then...
You want Højbjerg to play it safe now, settle it down.
I just wanted Vicario then as well.
A bit of control.
Actually. Just Vicario then as well. Just when they've had a bit of chance and they're feeling a bit of like adrenaline, just knock it out of them again by just playing it around. Bring them on.
Look, I wouldn't be mad if Spurs slowed it down a bit here. I wouldn't be mad.
It's not the Ange way, so I shouldn't even be thinking like this. It's my fault.
It's going to take a while. We're early in the project.
Yeah,
so,
totally. Well done, Brennan. Good pressure.
People complain about him not defending as much, but he's done 2 defensive actions there I've seen.
Oh, tell you what, they're in down the side here. Well done, Pierre.
Well done.
That's a goal kick. Well done, Pierre.
Well done. Well done.
That's what he is good at. Liverpool 2 up against Chelsea.
You got the second.
Bradley, one of the youngsters.
Oh, Bradley. Their youth is doing well, isn't it? They've got a good academy over there.
Yeah.
Bit jealous, but hopefully we can get up to speed in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Got a few guys coming through.
I think we're suffering from the fact that we've had a succession of managers who refuse to play anyone from the academy.
Yeah.
So they've not had the confidence to push on, really. Wow, what a ball you've given Van der Ven there.
I would have been happy if I was a defender. I mean, he's good, but damn.
They're in again.
Oh, my days.
Don't foul him.
No, he's calm. He's calm.
Counter.
Counter.
Use it there.
Counter. No, he's not going to use it. Not Matters. Go. Go. Well
done, Decky. And give it easy.
No, too much pace. Too much pace for him. He ain't got that pace. If that was Johnson, then I'd say, yeah, or Werner. Look after. Go home if you need to.
Yeah, and open.
Oh, no. He didn't look. That's what happened. He didn't look. Your doggy, yeah. He didn't look.
3-2, by the way.
He didn't look. I can't believe it.
That's twice he hasn't looked in this game. 2 goals.
And he's done that before in another game as well, where he hasn't looked and it cost us. I think it was at West Ham. It was West Ham, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't
He hit the detonator button there. When we were talking about control, I think this is the bit we were talking about.
None of us knew he was there.
None of us knew. No one knew. Oh, he hasn't seen him at all.
Fucking hell. Just shit, guys. Honestly.
I did say there'd be goals in this game, but not like this.
What are you doing?
Yeah, he just hasn't seen them. He hasn't seen them. Oh. Get Dragon on ASAP. Get the Dragon. Puff the magic dragon.
Just lame. Poor.
All right, the game's on back now. So now it's down to the boys to refocus themselves and put their head back in the game. I can't believe we just allowed them back in like this. I don't mind if the team works us. Do you know what I'm saying? But to give goals like that is criminal. It's criminal.
But they're in again. But that's why I'm saying in that minute where they've got a bit of momentum, just do it simple.
Yeah, simple. Slow it down, frustrate them. Now it's your turn to frustrate them. I think it was offside, that one. Do we go to back 3 now? Yeah. Yeah, he's just moving mad. That's all I can say.
He's in. Oh, he's not. Oh,
no,
well done,
he's
Decky.
in. Go on, John. Go on. Take him.
No. Just gives Brentford that belief again to play how they're playing and not have to change anything.
Yeah.
Good ball.
Control.
Oh, lovely
First touch.
Oh,
He did well defend. He did defend it well.
Yeah.
Middle. Didn't see it. Middle. He's still there. Middle. Give it. I didn't see it. Play that dangerous ball because he can have a shot, or he can play a through ball. Just right in that centre circle. Your doggy's there. Give it to him. Right in that centre circle. If you can, find a way. I'll give it the diagonal then. Go on. One of you. Let go. Have a shot, son. Have a shot, son. Have another shot. Right foot. Right. Just get it out your feet. Shoot.
Brilliant for Maddison.
That proper looped off his boot, isn't it? He's laughing.
He's great in tight spaces, isn't he, Maddison?
He is. He's silky, isn't it? Doesn't lose it. Even when he was on the edge of the box, and you're like, oh, Maddison. He was like, an hour and a half, he was
They've
still
just
tidy.
showed the goal again, and actually, weirdly, Vicario should probably stand in front of, if he, just as Udogie's about to play that pass back, he must know, he's about to pass it straight to the man. Why don't I just try and stand in front of him? But it's a big risk to take.
Yeah, it's a massive risk either way, because he could do what Henry did and come behind him and then pitch the ball for him, innit? I don't know, yeah. I mean,
it's tough. Just get rid of it, Pierre. Well done.
Making it a bit more nervy than it needs to be.
No, it's horrible. That's what watching Spurs is like, to be honest.
Well, we're almost into 70 minutes, which is the crucial minute, in my opinion. Just need to get past the 70-minute mark.
What? We need to get past the 100-minute mark.
70th minute for me is like, it's a telltale sign, man. That's when a lot of things happen in the 70th minute. So, no conceding between now and then.
Long throw coming in from Brentford.
That's their speciality.
Director's having a nightmare.
Lovely. Go.
Oh, Destiny. You're too deep there, Destiny, is again, Be strong.
Get rid of it.
Well done.
Get rid of it.
Just get rid of it, Decky. Oh, Decky.
They win another throw.
Oh, get up, mate. Honestly, the amount of fouls you've done today, really. And he's just had a go at the lino. Send him off. Honestly.
I have a heart condition now because I'm a Spurs fan from Kevin McGurk. Stud, I'm back on counter. Poor Abraham. Brentford smell blood.
Yeah.
And common you Spurs. Adrian Murmur. Health Bailey. This will be either 3-3 or worse. Someone's panicking.
Ash, I've got to be honest, I don't know how you're laughing and smiling at the moment.
I'm reading the comments.
I'm in bits.
The comments, that's just what's keeping me, making me laugh. Go on, big kick away.
Oh, my goodness me.
Just need to...
Porro got caught under it again for the 8th time this season.
Go.
Now a chance to break.
Go.
Needs
Look
help.
After. Now, lovely.
Yeah,
let go.
Rishi, get it out of your feet. Well
lovely. Go on. Out wide. Yes, he's there. Use him. We could have used him. We still got the ball though. Hopefully that hasn't affected them. I want them to still be confident. Don't like the way he cut back there.
No, I agree. I think that's why.
Yeah. Give it into Madders. Madders is comfortable with it. Oh, not like that, though. Some of these passes are like hospital passes. I mean, put it on my foot, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, make that late run. Make that run. Keep making that run. Move the ball around. All right, someone come across then. Oh, this passing's a little bit off. Van der Ven, he needs movement.
Need another goal in this
needs
game.
movement. He needs movement. Oh, yeah. Woof. Look after it. Werner recovers. He recovers it. Werner makes up for it. Werner, They're going to remember that one. Get
away from him, Decky. Get away from him.
Yeah, too close, man. If you're trying to draw him out, then I understand it. But if you're not, like, why are you so close to him? It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, my goodness.
The passing has been awful.
Højbjerg did well in the end to win. Ref, you're allowing the guy who's been on a booking and done 4 fouls since to have a go at you.
Yes.
Honestly.
Refs, he's not got a hand over this game at all.
He's not got a handle of that guy, and we've lost the ball already. I think he might have to bring someone on for Madders in a minute. He's a little fatigued here.
Yeah.
Well done, Destiny. Well done. He was strong there.
I think you're right. I think it might happen soon as well. They're bringing on, what's this kid's name? I forgot. De Silva, I think his name is. English kid. Comes from the academy, I think it was.
De Silva, yeah. And one more.
He's more of an attacking option for them. I think they're trying to go for that.
Oh, I lost it in midfield again. Oh my God.
Up,
I've got about 5 men forward.
Get up. There we go. Now hit them.
Brilliant from Romero. Oh,
go.
Pass from Pierre.
Lovely ball by Maddison.
Them again.
Go on.
Take on your left again.
End product. Something happened because he shot. He took an action.
Yeah.
When you take an action, something happens. I'm glad he didn't do what he was doing in the first half and did like nothing or go cut back or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on, Spurs. Set piece now. This is what we're good at. We need Porro to put a quality ball in. Romero needs to get on the end of this. Richarlison as well. And we need it in the back of the net. Kill the game. Kill the game now. Kill it.
I don't even think if we scored it would kill the game, to be honest. But
serious.
Still want us to, for sure.
4-2. 4-2, I'm happy, man. You want 5.
Go on, get on the end of that.
Go on. Ah, yeah, he's a good punch.
Well, I punched it out. Come on, Decky, hold it and then give it
head up as well. Head up. I want someone to run on the outside of him, though. Someone run on the outside of him. He's give him some options. It's a cross in the box. It's 2 minutes. No one in there. No one's taking gambles. 3 men on the edge of the box. Why?
Mad, isn't it?
All right. Make a run inside.
Because none of them are good in the, I guess. Pedro's going to have a shot. Unlucky. Good that you had a dig, though. Yeah. 75 minutes gone.
I agree. Come on, you Spurs, man. Come on.
Brentford readying a couple of subs. Frank's got his whiteboard out again.
Constantly changing it. He's trying to coach. He's got the board. He's got the little whiteboard with the little players on it. Christopher Ayer looks like he's coming on. Norwegian player.
Not quite yet. They're just well up by Pierre with the first ball from the goal kick. And well done, Richie. Go on, Richie. Go on, Richie. Go on, Richie.
Follow him. Someone help him. Someone help him. Help him. Give it to
well done. Who else is around you?
Werner. Yeah, Werner's on this side. Interesting. See what happens here. Højbjerg into Madders, into Porro, into Maddison, into Van der Ven, Doggy.
Oh, Destiny. Have you checked? It's gone back to the keeper.
He's going to get banter about that. I would give it to him in the trade.
What's he seen there, Pierre? Oh, he's just thrown one over the top. It's not a bad idea, actually, with Johnson on the pitch. And Johnson's done really well.
It's a physical battle, and he's been brought down, and we're playing an advantage.
Well done. Good strength from Decky.
Oh, pass back.
How's your touch?
Well not bad. Pedro. Not bad. Not bad. Middle. That's better. Sharper. Turn your head up. Get your head up. Turn out. You can't see what's behind you, can you, Højbjerg? You got to turn on your shoulder.
Well done. That's good. That's better. Getting a bit more. Oh,
jeez. Yeah.
That's a foul.
That's giving away a foul. Don't mind that there. Don't mind that. Stop the counter attacking.
Okay, the subs are now being made by Brentford. 13 minutes to go. I'd say Maddison has lasted about kind of 8 to 10 more minutes than I expected at this point.
I'm happy. The longer he stays out there,
Donnelly or something defensive.
The longer he stays out there, the more sharper he'll be for Everton, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I do hear your sentiments about maybe bringing on someone more defensive.
It's not what I want necessarily. It's just like I'm not sure there are many other options, to be honest.
Who's on the bench left?
Scarlett, Hill, Donnelly, Dragushin, Davis, Royal, and Forster.
Yeah. And who out of those would you bring on?
Oh, I feel like I don't think he's going to bring on Jamie Donnelly. So the only option is to bring on Dragushin and turn it into like a 3-4-3 or whatever. Yeah. Okay, so the free kick. They've got 3 men against 1, and they've won the first ball, but Van der Ven clears it. And Rishi, as ever, a willing presser from the front.
Man like Richie, you know. Lovely.
Good lad.
Lovely.
Good
Who's
lad.
helping them with the press? Someone needs to help back him up.
Applause for that as well. Old Destiny.
And wins the throw. Brentford on the far side of the pitch on Spurs' half. They've got the ball, Brentford, and they're knocking it from right to left, looking comfortable on the ball.
One of the big problems I have with this at the moment is in all the games we've...
Oh, yeah. That wasn't good. Got past him too easy.
Right. Don't foul him.
Lovely. Stand up. Lovely. That's better.
Yeah, what I was going to say is, in all these games where we've been 1 goal up going into the last few minutes, we've given away an absolute gilt-edged chance, haven't we?
We have.
Remember the cup game against Burnley, was it?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Stand up. They want to win a foul here, so just stand them up.
You might need your medication. The way things are going at the moment.
Need everyone's medication.
We need more minerals.
Just letting Brentford believe here, that's my problem.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah, I think someone in the comments agrees with you saying Drag us soon on. We need subs. Who are our subs? Drag us soon on play 3-4-3.
Okay, here we go. They've turned down the chance for the long throw, but they've let it come to Tony in the box.
It's a handful, isn't it? Look how it keeps hold of it.
Such a handful. And now they're going to hit it to the back stick.
Yeah, that's their play. That's their play.
Is he offside?
And we're not dealt with it yet.
Just calling them on a little bit here. Cross comes in. Well done,
Aggressive
Mickey
header.
van der Ven.
Aggressive header.
Every
Good.
second ball is falling to Brentford at the moment. And it is nervy. The commentator said it, and it is. And they're in down the left again.
We're not making it look easy at all.
They want it to be offside, but it's not been given. But Lino, that's where Lino's bottle it these days. And you end up giving away corners when maybe it's offside.
Yeah. They're like, oh, the VAR would help us. The VAR will sort it out.
No, it won't from now, though. That's what I'm saying. Off the next phase, you don't get VAR, do you? So now they've got a long throw, or a throw, that they've taken already, and they're going to get another ball into the box as a result. Go on, Destiny, get there first.
Go. Well done.
Go on, Destiny, open your legs.
Open it. Go on, Destiny.
You've got to be ready, mate. You know Destiny's going to...
Yes,
done, boy.
Yes. Well done. That's what we want. Get us up the pitch.
Okay, and Timo, you give it one more.
Middle. Ah, he said Madison wanted there. Yeah. Go across the pitch. Doesn't matter. We still got it. Pockets are opening up. I can see little spaces. You just got to be clever enough now. There we go. Turn out. That's better. That's what I wanted before. That's what I wanted. There we go. Look at that ball. Now give it back to him. Give it back to him.
Nice idea, Rishi. Nice idea.
Those type of balls, man, just wicked outside of the boot, stings it into him like half of teams to kind of deal with it.
He dealt with that one well.
Concentration now. Concentration. Focus.
Well done, Madders. Won a free kick. Well done. I should waste a little bit of time.
Yeah, stay down. That's good, man.
Now, this is a good opportunity to get a good flat whipped in ball towards the far stick. Get someone like Van der Ven, or this is actually where we scored against Brentford in that first game of the season, but they've taken it short. Now it's out to Werner, but he's got 2 men up against him, so it comes back to Madders.
Madders goes back into traffic, crosses it.
Yeah, he does. See that out.
Corner. And it's a corner, yes. Well done, boys. He's still down, though. He's staying down. Madders is...
Are you all right?
Madders, you there? I just hope he's wasting time, but hopefully they don't. So when you waste time, it gets added on, isn't it? That's the thing. Yeah. So it doesn't work like that anymore.
Total goals in games. Tottenham top of the league for the amount of goals in our games this season with 80 total. That's for and against.
And we've got a front three problem as well.
I know.
Jeez. How much injury time do you reckon?
6 at the moment. Go on, get your head on.
Header. Oh.
Timo.
Yes. Oh, yes. Have a shot.
Well done.
Have a shot.
Oh, it spun away from him. Do you see it spin away from him?
Yeah, it did.
Timo did the right thing, though. Decky got a chance in on the right, and the ball just kind of spun off his touch towards the byline rather than towards the goal. It's another corner. Yeah, Hoddle's just saying it. Look.
You know, like Inception, when the ball just spins.
But it spun off his touch, look, yeah.
Bang! Kulu actually went for his right there.
Yeah, learnt earlier. Okay, Kulu with the corner.
Woo! I thought that was it, man.
Your heads at the front. You got to be strong here.
Look after. And he's blowing it. He's blowing for it.
We've got the ball. Check that we've got the ball. So we should get that ball back. It's Rishi.
He's still down. 7 minutes to go.
Okay, seems all right.
6.5 minutes to go, sorry. Let's see what the comments are saying, man. Maddison should get longer studs. He keeps slipping. Yeah. Not long before, that's what I was saying. Not long before we equal.
What day Doggies had scored a goal and been responsible for 2 goals.
Mad. What am I saying to you? Yeah, Maddison caught slipping, borrow goal. Maddie is from the strange source that generates 1 in a million type ballers. The game is so easy for him, and he literally treats it like a game. Things he does are just mind blowing. Someone said any subs? Brazil, Ido. Decky gives me Emil Heskey vibes. Huh?
Wow, that is a strange take.
That's random. But yeah, Maddison seems to be moving.
Why have they got the ball? Why have they got the ball?
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. That's a bump.
That's completely ridiculous. It was a clash of heads, and then the ball comes back to us. Honestly.
What should have happened is like, if they get the ball, if they gave the ball, they should have kicked it all the way back to our goalkeeper.
But we had the ball at the halfway line. Sorry.
I know. I saw it. I heard you.
Oh, well done, Rishi. Well done.
Overlap. Go on the outside. Hit him on the outside. Still on the outside. Go on the outside, please. I just think the space there. We're going to play Century. All right, cool. Switch the play.
Is so desperate to get on the ball.
He is. Look at him. He's just on it. He loves being the main man. He loves the pressure. He loves it all. He must have missed it.
Oh, I bet. Oh.
There we go. That's some Madders there. There we go. That's what you get with Madders.
No, but
the touch though. The touch was
poor. Højbjerg's done brilliant.
Really well done. Free ball. Go on. Get in the middle.
Drive it. Win a corner. Win something.
Back stick. Get in the back stick. Get in the back stick.
It's an option.
You know what? I think if Johnson goes to the back stick, I think Werner fires it in across the box, you know. Come on, Timo. Come on, Johnson. Come on, Kulu. Come on, Madders. Let's go, man. We're better than them, man. I don't know why we give them so much respect.
We kicked the ball off because there's an injury. I wonder if we'll even get this back.
Look.
Oh, no, it's Madders.
You know what? It's tightness. It's cramp. It's like, remember when Van der Ven first came back?
Yeah, it's cramp.
His legs aren't used to it.
Tell you what, when I get cramp, I cannot get my leg as high as that. Well, even when I haven't got cramp. So he'll definitely take him off here, I would have thought.
Oh, I got cramp the other day. I just ran it off. I'm not gonna lie. I just had to run it off. Mad. Get 1 more goal to be safe. Scary stuff here. Announce the match instead of reacting to it. Not all of us can watch it. Peacock. All right, cool. We'll do that. Sorry, James Allen. Apologize. You know, basically at the moment, Maddison's got a bit of cramp and he's on the floor. And they're getting a lot of fluid. Højbjerg's having a word with some of our coaching staff.
Bringing on Dragushin.
The dragon is coming on. Maddison's up on his feet and he looks like he's going to come off. He doesn't look happy about it though. He shakes Norgård. He shakes Norgård's hand. Because they know how it is, isn't it? And they know what it is, the game. He gives the home fans, a round of applause. And he's taking the long way off. But yeah, Dragushin is on now. So it looks like we're going to a 3-4-3. I had this debate as well on my channel. And I said, could we go for a 3-4-3? People said no. But here we are with a 3-4-3.
Minutes gone. Another sub for Brentford as well. Oh, this is really stressful.
2.5 minutes until 90. And then another 6, we presume, after that.
Oh, Decky, that's class if you can get there, mate.
Unlucky. Look after.
Oh, Romero. I thought we could have done that a bit easier there.
Could have chested it, I thought. Because it hanged up in the air. Get back, Jackie. Go on, get back. That's it.
Brentford doing really well,
Brentford are doing really well. But
so are we. Okay, Brennan's got a chance to break here.
Look at that. They had to foul him. Wow! Unbelievable. Wow.
That is where I'm sorry, referees don't understand the game.
You know what?
Look, he's in here. And me. Stand up.
You know what? A lot of people were complaining that
there's up by giving a goal kick there.
a lot of people were complaining that there's agenda against Spurs in terms of like referees not giving free kicks against us. And I'm not a person to say, look.
And me had been booked as well.
Mad. I thought that was a professional foul.
It's exactly what it is. And it's because it's Brennan Johnson and he's not going to, scream and shout and whatever.
Yeah, he's an honest guy, isn't it?
Honestly. This is complete. Because Johnson does exactly the right thing. Cuts across him. Oh, it's the captain guy again. Oh, my God. That is honestly beyond.
Yeah, he did not win the ball. Let's have another close look at it.
He does the right thing. Cuts across him. He's got more pace than him. Yeah,
he
literally
says
if that's not a foul, I don't know what is.
He literally does not win the ball, cuts across him, and he pushes him to the floor. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. But anyway, Spurs trying to win that second ball. There's a ball in the air. It's headers. It's like a pinball at the moment. It's going back and forth. Brentford, then Spurs. Brentford, then Spurs. Back to Spurs. Romero the header. Now we're going. It's just 50-50s. And they win a free kick, Brentford, and the Spurs. Oh, it's a yellow card.
Rishi, get away from him.
Yarmouk picks up a yellow card, and the players, are surrounding the referee. And it was like a 50-50, and he's kind of gone on top.
With his elbow a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a yellow card.
Yeah.
It's a good free kick for us to win in the centre midfield as well in the 90th minute.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're just waiting for that.
Glenn Hoddle said just then, by the way, on co-commentary, exactly what I'd said, which is the referee didn't give the foul when Johnson went through, and then I think he straight away knew he'd made a mistake. So it went off for a corner, and I think he levelled it up by giving the goal kick.
Right.
They found 7 added minutes somehow.
They're going for a Brentford. They want a Brentford equalizer. That's what it is. But we won't let them have it. The lads just need to focus and concentrate.
VAR apparently having a look at the melee that ensued after the free kick that's been given to us. 90 minutes gone.
Daniel Black says the ref is trash. Didn't have control of the game in the first half and doesn't have control now. Kevin McGruck says Burnley just scored. Dano says this is yellow every time. It's a textbook if.
Okay, Jamie Donnelly is coming on.
Interesting.
Timo Werner. Try and get a bit of control in central midfield, I would have guessed. And just go with a 2 up front. This is something I feel like Ange has learned a little bit. You have to sometimes, take a half backward step in these last few minutes.
Yeah. But he's an experienced coach at the end of the day. He's been coaching for well over 20 years.
Of course, so. I just think he's always said, though, I would never do that. I never want people to do that. But I think he's learned
within reason, though. I think within reason. Yeah, because he does say a lot of things, and we actually see things are like, okay, the opposite. Yeah.
Right.
So
6 minutes to go. Spurs have a free kick. Look, are there any of them 10 yards? No, but it's a good ball out from Pierre. Is he onside?
Looks after it. Well done.
Well done, Brennan. Give him an option then. Nice
ball.
Oh,
your doggy. Go on then. Nice ball, Richarlison. Richarlison holding it up well for him as well. A little 1-2. Your doggy still got the ball. He still got it. And little 1-2's there. And we break out of it.
Brennan.
Oh, very tidy from Brennan. Go on, Richarlison. Have a shot. Good save from the keeper. It spills out, but no one's there to collect it. Porro trying to pick up the pieces. And now Brentford are trying to get on the counter-attack. And we win the ball back. And Spurs have it back. And nope, Brentford get it back. And it's right across the box. And it's up and down, man. This is what we don't want. It's 92 minutes have gone. Brentford got the ball.
Getting loads of men forward here.
We just need to get that ball back and slow it down.
He's going to take you down the line there, Brennan. He's done well there.
Get out.
Second ball.
Big kick out.
I'll tell you what.
Big kick out. Oh, my Lord. We weren't clearing our lines, and a glorious chance for Baptiste. He's just hit it over the bar.
I think he's tipped it over the bar. It's a corner.
And Vicario's made a good save.
It was going over anyway, I think. But this is where Spurs really panic. They really panic. It happens every time in these kind of situations.
Yeah, he just tips it. Just tips it over. Just want to make sure. Yeah, we don't make things easy at all.
He's 8 yards out. Right, corner's going to come in.
4 minutes to go, guys. 4 minutes to go. Brentford have a corner.
All the men are going to be on the keeper after what they saw happen to Man City.
Yeah.
Against Man City.
It's down to us to push them off the keeper as well.
Get a man in front of the keeper.
Exactly. Vicario needs to command that box now. He needs to be assertive. It's a corner in. It's over, and it's gone off for a goal kick.
Take your time. But
It's gone off for a goal kick.
The guy, the captain who should have been sent off 4 times, gets an easy flick on at the front stick. And we're lucky that it's flicked on all the way over. But honestly, so frustrating, referees sometimes.
Well, yeah, now is the time for the boys to step up, man. These final moments is you show that they're real characters in the game.
Oh, mate, Brentford will make another chance. You can guarantee it. Last kick of the game.
You need in-game management here.
Damn right. Someone needs to start taking it round to the corner. Like Erling Haaland loves taking the piss out of opposition players down in the corner. But Spurs just always try and be too cute.
Yeah. Maybe Romero needs to have a word now as a captain.
Press him, Brennan. Stand.
Let's keep him there. Stand him up. Keep him there. Don't give him too much time and space. Don't give him time to turn like that.
Oh.
That's right. You read it. You read it. You read it. You read it. Keep going. Keep going. Get closer to him. Don't allow him to have that cross. Get closer to him.
Second ball.
Don't give him time.
And
that's it, Richarlison. Well done.
Look, they're free on the left here if he wants it. Or Ben Mee can get the cross in himself. And does.
Diagonal cross into Spurs' box. It goes into Brentford.
Another chance to cross it.
And it's on the edge of a box. Again. And he's going to try and cross it. And it's come to... He goes on the outside. Crosses it in. And it's a good header.
Brilliant from Romero. Absolutely brilliant from Romero. But
great defending.
Why we're just allowing them to get cross after cross after cross?
We need to get a lot closer.
Beyond me. Look, here comes another one.
Inviting the pressure on right now. Good defending again. And we've got it clear. Have we got it clear yet? Yes, we have. And now the counter-attack is on. And Kulusevski's on. He's taking a big touch. He's into their half. He's going down the line.
Take it into the corner, Decky. You're on your own. You've seen Donnelly.
He's gone into the middle. Donnelly's giving it. Is he going to give it back? Donny doesn't give it back. He doesn't give it back. He doesn't look after it. It's a schoolboy error. Now they've got the ball and he's done a foul. Yes.
He did that right. But Kulusevski's got to think about that. Is the young kid really ready to take that ball in that situation?
This is what people wanted. They play the youth. They want the youth to play.
No, they want him on early. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but what I'm saying is
they're experienced.
They're in. They're in.
Mopez arriving on the edge of the box and a block.
Right, Donnelly. Look,
bits about his feet, getting it too close to him.
Donnelly did all right that time, to be fair, but he was risking it.
They're not playing a voyage? Okay, I don't mind.
1 minute to go.
Slow down.
I still feel like there'll be another chance for them.
Damsgaard there, bringing him down, Donnelly. I was like, that's a bit cute, a bit tight underneath you, because if he wins that ball back...
What, Donnelly there?
Yeah.
I completely agree.
You just need a bit of experience there. I don't know, like... Yeah. Very
45 seconds left.
Very.
Also, but we're going long now. I still feel like Brentford
Come on, you
another
Spurs.
chance. So just run it into the corner if you get the chance, Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs, man.
We've gone long. Rishi challenging
Look
Ben Mee. He's
after.
done well there. Now Decky has a real chance to keep it in the corner. Keep it in the corner. Keep it in the corner.
Game management.
He's kicked it off.
Game management.
Honestly.
Zero games management. They're going to want to hoof it up
Honestly. Brain dead.
Just hold it there.
That is absolutely brain dead.
Hold it there in the corner. One last chance for Brentford right now. Let's see what happens. Schoolboy. Seconds left. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. We're into the 7 minutes.
He'll find some more. He'll find some more. Don't you worry about that.
Look after it, please.
And he's let it bounce.
Oh, why would you let it bounce? Why would you let it bounce? You're playing nervous, lads. Unbelievable.
Get the long throw in now.
Stay calm, people. Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay calm. Referee's a Brentford fan, no? He's going to do a long throw into the box. Let's see what happens.
This is all on Kulusevski if they score here. All on Kulusevski for me. Another cross is going to come in here from Damsgaard. Keeper.
It's a decent cross.
It's a good ball. You've got to get rid of it, Destiny.
Well done, Destiny.
It's a corner.
It's a corner. And the ref's still playing on?
Yeah, of course he is. Of course he fucking is.
Boys, composure. Vicario, command your box.
Goalkeeper.
Brentford goalkeeper's gone up. They're looking to snatch a point right at the depth. Well, mate, you know what's annoying? Oh, anyway, I'll say it afterwards.
Well done, Rishi. That's it.
And we've done it. Stay calm, Spurs. Stay calm. We get the win. And Chugs, Brentford's manager.
We're going to do the 10-minute reaction straight away. Hi guys, welcome back to We Are Tottenham TV. Spurs have just won the game 3-2 against Brentford at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But I have to say, I can only talk personally. Ash from Southview Coys is here. He'll give his 2 pence worth in a second. But I'm going to say one of the most frustrating games that has made me as angry as I felt as a Spurs fan for a while. Now look, it's not that I think we're trying to do anything wrong. It's not that I don't think we're on the right path. It's not that I don't think Ange Postecoglou is getting us playing in the right way. But there are times in the Premier League where you just have to run it into the corner. You just have to let them foul you or take that time out of the game. And in the last 5 minutes of that game, we were naive beyond belief. And I think had Brentford equalised then, all I would have said is we deserve it. It was our problem. But look, we won the game, 3 points. I'm livid, as you can tell. Ash, give a more balanced thought.
I mean, to be fair, we started off really well. Explosively well, and I was punching the air, I was celebrating, and I was like, that's what we need to do. Be more assertive, get on the ball, take your man on, get your shot off, because you never know, it might deflect into someone else and we might score a goal. But we are Spurs fans, we have PTSD. We give away sloppy opportunities all the time. So my host here, my co-host, his blood pressure is through the roof. I need to give him some insulin to calm his blood pressure right down, because we've had it time after time. There's a reason why we were called Spursy. There's a reason why we've been called bottle jobs. And we're not killing off games. We're not seeing out games. And I think that's where we're not happy, because we want performances where Brentford are coming. They're not in good form. They haven't got a good away record. They had a lot of injuries. It wasn't a full strength Brentford team. And we need to be putting these teams to the sword and making examples of them. Now, to be fair, we had it under control at 3-1, but...
That's why I'm in this position. That's why I'm in this mood now, because we had it under control, and you're in a situation where it's up to them to come and do something worldy or really incredible to get the next goal and bring back the momentum. But instead, and look, and this is where there's a bit of a disconnect for me in that, yes, we want them to be front foot and to be brave and whatever. And yes, we want them to play young players. And Udogie got a great goal, and he's a brilliant player. Of course he is. But there is something about little moments where momentum starts to shift in games where we're not yet smart enough to take the sting out of it. And that second goal for them, I think, was the example. And that's when, my blood pressure started to raise, because we put ourselves in a position we didn't need to be in.
I think it's a case of this game we need to learn from. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We're not the finished article by a mile, because you can see that. But I think if Udogie doesn't do that through ball to Tony, that changes the whole face of the game.
Maybe we win 4 or 5-1.
Exactly. And then the pressure doesn't come on the boys. We don't try to force things where they're not there. I felt like at times we were trying to be a bit too cute on the ball and we got caught out. Yeah. And that's what invited them on, actually. And they would have thought, we should have got a point from this. And that's what's disappointing from a Spurs point of view. We're at home. We should be outperforming them. But, I mean, if I want to be positive, and there's a few positives I want to talk about, is Johnson. I thought Johnson came on that right-hand side, and I thought he was electric. He got on the back stick. That's what you want to see. He got his goal. Yeah. He took his man on. I thought at times he needed to defend. He did that well. There was times when he got the ball up the pitch. And let's not get it twisted. Brentford are cheaters, man. Brentford are nasty. Hey, listen, the way they were fouling... I think I'll let Barnaby talk about this bit, because this is his bit.
Well, actually, I think it's a bigger picture thing, which is I think opposition managers are coming to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and telling their players, if you rile up that team, they lose focus and they lose their kind of ability to be instinctive and play the great football that we have. And the first half was exactly that.
It was.
And Brentford did it really smartly. Neil Maupay winding us up, pushing us, our players every single time. And look, I'd put my hands up and say that's good management, because Thomas Frank has not got the level of player at his disposal. So he's looking for dark arts ways to level it up. And he did it really well. But, that's what's extra frustrating to me, because at half time of the game, honestly, I'm thinking, I don't see us getting back into this. And then we get our way back into it and we score 3 quick goals, and then we start being naive again. And look, I agree. We're not the finished article, and maybe there's an element of me being the naive one, because I'm kind of thinking we should roll these teams over. But actually, maybe it's naive of me to think at this stage of the project that it's going to be like that. We're talking about a team who did go to Stamford Bridge and win 2-0. Sure, they've had a few bad results, but those results are mostly in games where they're probably trying to be on the front foot a little bit more. But they are absolutely brilliant at that. And it's just gutting to me that we let them back in. You mentioned Johnson. I agree. I think Johnson did well. It'll be interesting to see whether Big Ange says that there was anything wrong with Bentancur as to why he took him off at halftime. That seemed a bit of a surprise. But they gave on TNT man of the match to Richarlison. I'd agree. People underestimate Richarlison's work rate and how important that is for this team. The amount of times that he was responsible for us winning the ball back, very impressive. Not just because he scored a goal, very impressive.
I agree. I wanted to talk about their number 6, their defensive midfielder, their captain.
Norgard.
That kept, he got a yellow card. He was on a yellow card for quite a long time. And then after that, he was committing foul after foul after foul. And I'm pretty sure as a referee, you've got a book and a log. And when a player makes a foul, you kind of mark that. And I think, is it not after 3 fouls or 3 offences, then they go into the book? Do you know what I mean?
There's no hard and fast rule, but it's like if you foul repeatedly, and especially professional fouls, by which I don't mean like last man, I mean when a team is on the break and you get them down. The one against Brennan Johnson was completely ridiculous.
Did not play the ball.
Brennan Johnson, one of the quickest players in the league probably, rightly on a counter-attack, takes his touch ahead of the guy, and the guy just runs across him.
I would have liked to see
a foul and a yellow card all day, every day, and he didn't even give a foul.
Johnson was very confident in that game, and I would have liked to see if he had not got fouled, what he would have done in that final third. That would have been interesting to see what happened, to see how confident he got, and what a Johnson looks like when he's super confident.
Yeah.
And I'm interested as well, moving forward, if he can take this type of form into Everton. And does Ange put him on the bench again and rile him up, like I said before, like do a Son, where you you kind of say, look, use this energy and show me what type of player you are? Or does he start him? And I wonder if he goes back to type. I don't know.
It'd be interesting to see, because I think that Everton game at Goodison, it's the early Saturday game, 12:30.
Correct.
I think it'll be a very similar game in that they'll set up to play a very similar way, play deep, hard to break down, and then hit us on the break.
Yeah.
But if anything, they'll also have the addition of the crowd behind them.
Yes.
And also, I'd say arguably a few bit better players on the pitch as well. Everton are also in a bit of a bad run though. So look, I'm not sure. I think he might start with a similar team. Although, if you're Skippy, Skippy basically seems to get the hook every time he starts. He seems to get the hook pretty much after half an hour, 45 minutes. Sorry.
Yeah, the thing is as well, Saul will be back for that game, so our midfield will look slightly different and run a bit.
Back in.
Our midfield will run slightly smoother defensively. I think he'll clean up a lot as well. But yeah, coming back to the game, I just thought it wasn't just their defensive midfielder that was committing the challenges. It was other players as well. A lot of them picked up a lot of yellow cards, and I just thought the ref wasn't. I hate doing this as well, but I honestly thought the ref wasn't on our side.
He had an effect on the game. The referee.
Yeah, I thought he managed it poor.
Just because we're coming to the kind of 8-9 minute mark, let's talk about some of the real positives. I thought Romero and Van der Ven were absolutely colossal again.
Yeah, I do. I agree. I think aerially Van der Ven as well impressed me. He was winning balls in the air. He always does the roadrunner thing when he gets back, like his superpower. He just presses the booster button, and he's got boosters on the back of his shoes, and he cleans up so well. Romero at times in possession, I thought, was quite aggressive. He was quite high up, which allowed some of our other midfielders to push forwards. I think the composure between the two is growing. The understanding between them is improving each week, and actually, like, I like the fact that Romero's captain, because I always worry that he's going to do something erratic and something rash. But I thought in this game, he was quite composed. Apart from, I would say, the one critique I would say was the actual goal, the first goal, the opening goal, where we've mentioned it already. He needs to, if you're going to go with Mopé, get not touch tight, but get closer to him. Know where he is on the pitch. Or if not, I need you to close down Tony, because you were the closest man to him. And maybe put him off that shot, because then maybe Vicario doesn't parry it into Mupé's pathway and he gets that goal.
If anything, it was like he almost trusted Vicario to save it too much.
I wouldn't have done that. That was a bit risky.
Stay close enough to Mopé. Got to talk about James Maddison. I thought he started really well, kind of first 5-10 minutes. Then, maybe a little bit of his lack of rhythm and rustiness came in, but obviously he's always wanting the ball, and love having him on the pitch, and I think it was good that he stayed on for as long as he did. And by the end, I thought he was kind of playing at about a 7 out of 10. Obviously, that third goal, I think it was, of ours, came from him. There were actually lots of occasions where he got himself into really tight space in the box, and he did something that none of our other players will tend to do. Maybe other than Bentancur is good in the tight space like that. But quick feet, tight spaces, willing to take a shot, and we got Richarlison's goal as a result. So I think he kind of played a 7 out of 10. It's great to have him back. Cramp at the end, which you'd expect. But if you were going to give a man of the match, where are you giving it? Put you on the spot there.
Yeah, no, Richarlison, I tend to agree. Stylistically, I love what Maddison did because Maddison's taking the risks. I know Richarlison ran his socks off. He ran his heart off, and Maddison didn't always get that pass off. But I think I like bravery. I that's the thing I like to commend, because without bravery, then you're not creating shot creation actions. But I do understand how important Richarlison is to the team. He needs to be that front man. He did that well. He held onto the ball extremely well as well. He tired their defenders out. He didn't stop as well. He kept being positive. And on that basis, I'll give it to him because he did get the goal.
Okay, and finally, just because it's, I think, 24 hours until the transfer deadline closes, I think it's most likely we'll agree that we're not going to bring anyone in.
Yeah.
But if Daniel Levy was going into the boardroom tonight and was suddenly thinking, we've got a chance to really push towards that second place tonight, and I'm willing to put, let's say, 50, 60 million on the line, which I'm not saying he is, but where in our first team would that kind of money most benefit us right now? Would it be a Tony, or would it be a Gallagher or a Ramsey, or another central midfielder, or obviously that rumor, which I think is kind of a bullshit rumor, but that last night the Sun back page Dominic Solanke rumor.
Solanke's not quite there yet for me. I do like him.
He's 26 though, so if he's not quite there now, I'm not sure if he's ever going to be there.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't realize how old he was. I watched him at Liverpool and Chelsea before, and then I thought he had a good season. I thought he had a good season last season at Bournemouth, but the numbers would tell you different. This season he's actually breaking away with his numbers, and everyone's looking at him now. But I thought last season he was quality in terms of like holding up play. Sometimes playing deep like a midfielder, linking up play, first touch, 1-2 touch. Then in the box, he was able to get onto things, make things happen, score goals at the end of it. But for me, in that position that we need, I still think wingers, I still will go for the wingers because, as you saw in that final third, that's what we were lacking. The football IQ, the spatial awareness, the decision making, that quality in that final third, the final pass, the cut back, the shot, that bravery as well, taking the man on. For me, that's still missing. I know we got better at that in the second half, and Ange probably got into them because there was a point when Kulu had that chance and he didn't take it. He wanted it on his left, and he saw how angry Ange was. He was fuming. And so if I was a better man, I would say maybe a wing forward. But I know Ange actually was desperately for Gallagher. He wanted that man that if Sarr comes off, we need someone that's equal quality to come on for Sarr. And like I said before, Ramsey for me is better than, especially going forward with it. He's quite combative. A lot of people don't realize he wins the ball high up the pitch, Ramsey. So he has got a tackle on him. I just think Gallagher runs back. He's that kind of like run back defensive kind of midfielder type, if that makes sense.
He's a presser. His big thing is pressing.
That's what it is. I think that's the difference. And I think that's what Angela's looking for. But for me, I would focus on the wing forward right now because that final third is lacking. But Ramsey would be ideal. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I hadn't thought about it a great deal, but when you started talking about wingers, I just immediately thought, and this is, I think, as much about being a Spurs fan as anything else. It's like there's room for another Maddison level flair player in one of those wing forward roles. So by which I mean an Elise or an Eze from Palace. And I feel like both of those players have release clauses in their contract. Yeah. And at some point, and it may be too soon now, but at some point when Spurs really start to benefit from what the stadium brings in revenue-wise,
I've been waiting for this.
At some point, Levy has to go, bang, I'm gonna push the boat out more than I want to for a player of that ilk. Because I'm telling you, by the summer, Eze and Elise will go to Man City. One will go to Man City and one will go somewhere else.
Exactly.
And we'll be gutted to have missed out on them because they are players who take the ball in every situation, beat a man, and are unbelievable final ball merchants as well. And I think you're right. I think we need one more of them.
I've been waiting since the club opened the new stadium up. That was what I was promised, and I was patient. When we get this new stadium, we'll be able to compete with the big boys. Yeah. And so I've been hanging on to that. ever since. And I do understand
The pandemic.
I do understand all of the but and I've been patient.
You have.
But
Ash has been patient.
I've been patient, but I'm hoping now in the summer, and if it doesn't happen this summer, I'll be honest, I don't think it ever will. My hope will go.
Guys,
I'll be honest.
We are going to get into that even more in the post-match reaction show that is coming up very soon. If you are a member, then you can call in and speak to us in the post-match reaction show. If you're not a member, become a member, and then you can call in. Also, guys, come and find me in the title, @BarnabySlater_. I'll give you my daily Spurs content. It's called the Spurred On Podcast. And Ash is at @Southview Coys. Both the handles are in the description, so come and find us there. But most importantly, if you are not subscribed to We Are Tottenham TV, make sure you are and join us for the post-match reaction show. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Hi guys, welcome back to We Are Tottenham TV. I'm Barnaby Slater from the Spurs On podcast. I'm here tonight with Ash Matic from Southview Coys, and we've just witnessed the Tottenham Hotspur 3, Brentford 2 goal fest, and what I would describe for myself anyway as a stress fest. But I have calmed down a little bit in the 10 minutes since we did our post-match reaction show, where I was, let's just say, a little bit aggravated. I just felt Tottenham could have maybe kind of slowed the game down a bit better in the end and been a bit smarter. There was particularly a point in the last minute where Deki Kulusevski had a chance to run it into the corner and he didn't, and we gave Brentford one more chance to get the ball forward. However, 3 points is 3 points. We're back in the top four at the expense of Aston Villa, who of course lost at home to Newcastle yesterday. So it was a vital time for us to get a home win, and with 3 of our next 4 games also being at home against teams lower than 7th, very, very important before we head to that Everton game on Saturday morning. This is, of course, the post-match reaction show. Please do give us a call in. We want to talk to you guys. All the details of how are in the description box. But Ash, how are you feeling? 10 minutes after the game, 3 points is 3 points, and you've just got to pick them up along the way, haven't you?
You pretty much hit the nail on the head. Look, who could have predicted Spurs winning 3-2 at home against Brentford? I'm pretty sure everyone was like, oh yeah, we're going to roll over Brentford. Or
I predicted 3-1.
You predicted 3-1.
Yeah.
But no one would have thought it would have been this stressful, and they would have given us all these types of problems to face. But yeah, at the end of the day, I don't think many people had predicted Richarlison, Werner, and Johnson all being involved in all 3 goals.
Yeah. You got to give him some credit where credit's due. Brennan Johnson has been getting a lot of stick from at least a corner of the Spurs fan base. He was given a rest and he was thrown on straight away in the second half, and he made that great run into the back stick. And also, got to give Timo Werner the credit as well. I was slagging him off first half because I thought his final ball was poor, but he drove at his fullback at the beginning of the second half. Ange must have told him to do it, and then he just played a lovely ball across the front in the Pomo, the position of maximum opportunity. Keeper can't come for that, and Brennan slides in at the back. So yeah, that's where the positivity is. First half was not so great though, and Ange did have to make 2 changes at half time. Brought off Bentancur and Skip to make that other creativity, some more creativity in central midfield. How do you think Bentancur and Skip will be feeling after that?
Well, we both mentioned it. We were wondering if it was an actual knock or was it a stroke of genius from Ange. Do we have to give Ange credit for seeing something that wasn't quite working? We were looking a bit slow in that midfield. It wasn't like, for whatever reason, they had our number, you know? And they were creating more chances, big chances, I felt. They were more of a threat. And even though we had a lot of possession, we didn't create a lot from it. So, yeah, Ange switched it around. He put the wingers on. He switched the wingers around. He put Johnson on. He's more of an out-and-out right winger. And, yeah, Werner was, as you said, he was more direct, taking his man on. And they couldn't live with us. They couldn't live with that blistering pace. Even your doggy as well. He started to open up his legs. He started to be a threat. He started running at his man. And when you've got that much power and pace in the team, surely you're going to open up teams. And I think we should start like this. We start to play like this more often. Start looking at teams like your low block teams and just start running at them, asking them questions. We should be one of the most dangerous teams in the league, I think. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's one thing that you said in the first half that we started to do more of, which is taking shots from not just from outside the box, but when you're in any chance you get, and especially with a deep block like Brentford were playing, I then kind of countered you and said, yeah, I agree. And also, you know, maybe a goal or going off someone's arse or something. And actually, what ended up happening was us having a couple of shots in tight spaces and the ball ricocheting into the path of Udogie and into the path of Richarlison. And actually, I think going forward for the rest of the season, that's something we need to do so much more. Because there are so many times where we're playing that little intricate stuff from kind of just wide of the 18-yard box into Richarlison and trying to get the ball back. Sometimes just have a dig. If they're playing the low block, it'll ricochet off someone and then you finish it off.
It's old school. Like, old school never fails. Just have a dig, have a crack. Someone get in the back stick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And look what happens. Get a little ricochet. We get a goal at the far post. And these are the basic things you've got to do in football. Sometimes, you know, I say it all the time. The fortune favors the brave.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we did. And I thought, especially Maddison, I have to give him a special mention. I said it before. he's very tidy on the ball. Yes, he's pretty to look at on the balls. Like everyone loves him, but actually he's really brave. And when he has a chance, he gets his head up and he picks that pass out, and he has enough quality to find those players that are in those pockets of space that can actually hurt us. And I heard him in co-commentary at the end as well, and he was like, you know, I like playing in between the lines, and you know, the way Ange plays, he likes to compact the team. He likes to have a team very narrow. And for me, it's quite hard because you're like, hey, you're in my space, but that's the way he likes to play. And you know, sometimes we did little triangles, and I was talking about that before. Sometimes we need to overload a space, draw the opposition one way, and then another space opens up, and then before you know it, you have a chance. And I thought with Maddison, he was like, I was a bit off it. I wasn't, you know, it was my first game properly back. Yeah. And I was just finding my way back. And you know, things that come to you natural, that wasn't really happening when I first started. And then it started to seep in that second half. And then I started to find my way. And, you know, all of a sudden, you know, things start ticking over. We look much better.
That's exactly right. And we, I think, as fans, assume that the moment they come on the pitch and they're not injured anymore, they're going to be absolutely at it and their rhythm's going to be there. And actually, the other thing that Maddison mentioned in his post-match interview that we caught a little bit of was he was talking about trying to remember some of the chemistry that he'd built up with some of the players in that first 10 games of the season. But actually, if you think about that a bit more, the real chemistry that I remember him having in those first 10 games was Basuma, him, Sarr.
Thank you.
And actually, he hadn't played with Bentancur before, and obviously starting today with Skippy, that wasn't really anything. And then also with Basuma, him and Sarr, that Porro and Destiny were making up the little kind of four in that thing. So it is going to take a bit of time. And in reality, you know, and I put my hands up, I was angry and maybe I overdid it and I put too much expectation.
Oh, no way.
I think I put too much expectation on us to roll them over because we had players back, but also because Spurs they had players out.
Yeah.
But actually, getting over the line in games like that is the only thing that matters. And like you said, the fact that Maddison has got those minutes in his legs, get him in the ice bath tomorrow and the next day, and get him starting at Goodison as well, with the key thing, I think, being Pat Matasar back from the African Nations Cup. He's got a lot of minutes under his belt out there. Will have played off his injury that he went off with in his last game for Spurs. And that will give us kind of a bit more, hopefully, of that kind of rhythmic central midfield 1-2s and little 1 and 2 touch stuff that we were doing at the beginning of the season.
I want to go back to that. I know we're going to talk about the midfield a bit, but I want to go back to that front three. And in your opinion, how much confidence does that give them going into the next game moving forward?
Well, do you know what? If I was big Ange Postecoglou right now, I would be saying to Timo Werner, and maybe he did say this at halftime, I'd be saying, don't worry about anything other than getting the ball out of your feet and playing it in between the back four or back five and the keeper. Just keep practicing that routine. Out of your feet, one touch, like the exact way that the goal was scored. Because each time he comes inside and tries to play a little dink and it comes back to him, he's not confident enough at this point to do anything other than kind of turn away and lay it back. But he's shown that he has that delivery there on his left side. So use your pace, open out, play that ball. And with Brennan Johnson, I think it'll give him all the confidence in the world now because he's got in the right position and he's finished it off. And that's what we've needed from him, you know, in the last few games. But as I've said over and over again, Brennan Johnson has played many more minutes than he would have expected and than Andrew would have expected. He's a kid. He's come for a huge transfer fee. He's only played one and a half seasons in the Premier League before. We've got to support this kid. People who get on his case are absolutely wrong. You cannot expect a player of his age to just jump in on a high transfer fee and be the real deal, the finished article, and he's not.
Well, it's the whole typical thing, isn't it, about the price tag and expectation. And I think it's because of the money with some of the Kane money. And I think that's where fans are expecting him to hit the ground running. He's played in the Premiership. It's not like he hasn't played there before.
Sure.
I know it's a different system, but they're expecting a little bit more. And if fans don't rate him, I think they're using any excuse now. It's a bit like Højbjerg for you. When you see Højbjerg, you're like, but actually, he was actually decent today.
I thought he did really well, Pierre Højbjerg, today. I have to say it. You know, there were a couple of occasions towards the end of the game where I felt he could have been a bit cleverer with the ball, but that's me. That is me absolutely nitpicking. And actually, I think when he came on, he shored it up for us.
Yeah, we looked a lot better. We do have
We have Brian. Yes. He's here. Brian, can you hear us? And can we hear you?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
Brian, how are you doing, mate? How are you feeling? What are your thoughts on the game?
Good. Mate, all I can say, one word for that game, exhausting. Um,
Correct.
that was Jesus Christ. That first half was, let's just say, abysmal. To call it in a nice manner. That first half was so disjointed, but you could see the difference in the second half. But we made it hard work at the end. But yeah, like I said, exhausting, boys. What did you reckon?
I mean, I was incredibly frustrated watching it. I've calmed down a little bit now. I think exhausting is a good way of putting the game as in total. I would say at halftime, I definitely didn't see a way back in it for us, really, the way we were playing. And fair play to Ange, he hooked a couple of them. And as a result, we really, I think, surprised Brentford early in the second half, got those 3 goals. And the reason why I got so angry is because at that point, you've done the hard work. Now you have to call Brentford onto you, and they should have to do something special. But instead, we allowed them, and I'm not just saying because Destiny passed the ball to Ivan Toney. It was the fact that we gave them kind of oxygen to believe that they could make something happen because of the way we were playing, and that's what frustrated me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what frustrated me in the beginning, if we break this down in the first half. First half, you look at it now, you look at that starting lineup. The back five is the back five we all want to see, and we'd say right now is the best back five at Tottenham, hands down. You had Maddison and Bentancur together for the first time, so you had a good nucleus of 7 players there. They're like, when you're talking our first 11, they're straight in, and the passing, just nothing was working. Defense looked shaky. Midfield couldn't string a pass together. We couldn't get it up front. I think I was actually surprised, and I will give credit. I thought Wally Skip was our best player in the first half. I don't know if people see a different game to me. I actually think he played. I think he played in the first half. He was trying to make things happen. He was all over. He was trying to get involved. He was one player that I think that actually stood out. And I was actually surprised to see that he was taken off in the second half. But I heard you, Barnaby, just talking about Brennan Johnson before I came on. Obviously, that was a subject you were having with Ash. Ash Bassett will know a bit. I'm actually a fan of Brennan Johnson's. I've been saying that I think he's going to come good. He's come in. Have we been overplaying him? Have we had any other option but to overplay him because of injuries and whatnot? And after the performance against City, it was clearly obvious over the last few games that he's been lacking in confidence. This price tag is wet. He's had to cut out. His social media is kind of made it a more secure one because of all the grief and aggro he was getting. He needed to come off and have an impact from the bench, which is what I think we all thought he'd be doing in the first place anyway. And he combined with Werner, another player that I think played well. Final ball needs a lot of work, but got the assist to Johnson. Johnson gets that goal in the bank and can hopefully progress from there. And it looked good, but then we just fell apart again at the last parts of the second half. Didn't we? Just brought it on ourselves.
Yeah, I think it was a case of in that game especially, moments. We had moments where we looked absolutely outstanding, but then also we had moments where we looked unsure, nervous, incomplacent. It looked like we hadn't played together before, like you were talking about in that midfield. Skip was winning that ball back for us and trying to recycle that ball quite a lot of the times. But yeah, I give credit to Ange for kind of seeing that and then switching it up and making that move. What I wanted to ask you as well was, what did you make of Richarlison's performance?
So first of all, I will say one thing, because every time you said moments, I thought you were about to say Mopay, and I was about to pick up a glass and throw it at a TV, because that guy, is there a more annoying person? Oh my God, he was doing my head in today. We know he's a wind-up merchant.
Brian,
Barnaby, I'm gonna have to come and throw a glass in your direction when I'm back in London now, aren't I? So no, listen, I've been called many footballers. I've been Lucas. I've been called quite Kalini. I've had them all. Don't call me Mopay. Come on. But getting back to what was the play you asked about?
Can I just make a point on Brian? Can I just make a point on Mopay though?
Yes, Pushka.
You've got to say that Brentford's played it exactly right. And I think, I said it earlier, I think opposition managers are saying, wind up the Spurs players because it takes their mind off the instinctive kind of style of play to pull people apart. And it really worked because our players just got completely riled by it.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. I mean, these are the things that should not affect. I completely see where you're coming from, Barnaby, and I think you got a fair point. But that just shows that they've got to learn not to do this. They've got to learn that people are going to do this, and going for the top prizes and trying to be top four and all this. That's how they're going to try and throw you off your game. And like you said, it did work, but he's an annoying little person. Let's just leave that one there. Sorry, Ash.
He's rubbish at
Oh,
football. Honestly, I
mate.
think Mope is so poor. But the question that Ash asked you before was about Richarlison's performance, Brian. What do you think?
Yes, mate. Listen, I've been picking Richarlison up since he's come back from his injury. And do you know what? That shot he had in the first half that hit the sun. Oh my God, that was an absolute thunderbolt.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that in him in a Spurs shirt. That anticipation, or not the anticipation. That what's it called? The directness. And just being just, and I really like what I saw there. Obviously, we're quite lucky with the first and the third goal, with the way it all broke and fell to people. Richarlison, people have been saying that he's not one of these that are going to get you all the. And I think his hold-up play has got so much better this season. I think his hold-up play is not getting spoken about enough. He is holding it up at the moment. It looks like we're just lacking that little bit of pace, that spark, and that's what I think that Timo Werner's given us. Somebody can release the ball to, someone that like an outlet. I think Richarlison deserved this goal. I think Richarlison carries on this streak of form that he's on. Listen, people think he's going to assuming that he's got to get 20, 30 goals because he's there now where he's not a Harry Kane striker. He's not. He needs service into the box and early so he can use the strengths he has got, and he has been using them this season. Sorry. So look, mate, he can only play another game and get another goal. Give him more confidence. Listen, all these things that we're talking about, we come away with 3 points. Fortunately, I think we're very fortunate at times. But yeah, it just goes to show that I think, by the way, also, Nash, it shows that we do need something tomorrow. I'm not saying it has to be a marquee signing or something. We just, if there's a deal that can be done, or if there could be some boiling under the surface ready to go tomorrow, but it just shows, I think we're just lacking something moving forward. I think the defence is locked up. There's just that. I don't think it's Gallagher. I don't want it to be Gallagher, but I understand if he comes, it's not my personal choice. But whether it be a progressive midfielder, an attacking midfielder, so there's more creativity. If Maddison isn't on the racetrack or is not in the team, I don't know if it's a forward we need, but I just hope there's one that gets through tomorrow, because I think we desperately need something.
Yeah, Brian Postecoglou said in his post-match press conference that yesterday it was unlikely that we were going to get anyone in through the door by tomorrow, and today it's even more unlikely. So that seems like it's not going to happen, and I would guess that will be because of what Højbjerg's lawyer came out and said the other day, which is that Pierre Højbjerg has decided he's going to stay till the summer, and it does seem unlikely unless we get one out for some money that we're going to risk spending any money on anyone coming in at this point.
Yeah, but I honestly think, and I don't mean this class of player, but I don't know why, I've just got the feeling like Rafa van der Vaart style deal is going to come. Like that last minute. I'm not saying nowhere near the quality of him. I'm not saying anywhere near the quality. I think there is a part in the day tomorrow will go breaking news. Spurs have made a last minute, or Spurs have wrapped something up, and I think it's going to come late. I don't know why I'm thinking this. Me of all people. I just think there's something up Tottenham's sleeve. I'm hoping. And it could just be, it could be Ange just playing mind games. It could be Ange. Listen, I think you're right as well, but I think it does hinge on maybe a Brian Hill going out, or another couple of loans, or there's a last minute buy where someone does leave the squad. I just think there's one more in the tank. I really do.
Yeah,
it's actually interesting. Sorry to cut you guys, but Brian Hill didn't feature again. That's 2 games in a row. So I don't know. Donnelly came on before him. There could be legs in that.
Yeah, rumours of Brian Hill interesting Brighton, and I said earlier in the game, I would love him to go to Brighton and get some minutes there, because we all wonder whether he's got what it takes to do it in the Premier League, and he's never going to get the minutes at Spurs, I don't think, unless he proves it at another Premier League club. and Brighton under De Zerbi could be that place.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I think the reason I'd love you to be right, Brian, because that Van der Vaart signing was one of the great days of my life. It was
trust me.
I'd been waiting for years for something like that to happen, and it did. But for me, I think the reason why it's not going to happen is what usually happens in these January transfer windows, especially, is you wait for one big signing to happen, and then like a deck of cards happen like around the Premier League, and just in this January window, the first card in that deck has not fallen. Nobody else. I think because of what's happened with Everton, they've all seen the 10 points go to Everton for the profit and sustainability rules charge, and they were like, nah, no way, I'm not going to risk it this time. And as a result, those cards aren't falling, and that's the reason why I don't think it'll happen. But I would love you to be right, Brian.
I mean, first of all, what we have to say as well, I don't think it's going to be of the quality of Van der Vaart. There's not a chance. I just think the deal, like, you remember that last minute hurrah, like, oh my God, where's that come from? You use it as house of cards. I've been using it as there's that one domino. There's that one domino that sparks like the chain of domino running to take effect. So, by the way, you could be right, but I've seen a lot of people nowadays, or the last few days, going, "Oh, it doesn't matter. No one else is spending. No one else is spending." I'm like, well, I don't care if no one else is spending. That's when we should be taking advantage. We're in this position. I know. Listen, I'm not saying that means we go and get any player we want. I'm just saying when we hear, "Oh yeah, no one else is spending," it's like, well, that's a good thing. We should be able to use that advantage that we have to strengthen. It's not, oh, I've just seen this person's bought someone, so maybe we go in and buy someone, or they've bought two, so let's buy three. We've got an opportunity here. So if one arises, we should be able to flex our muscles and say, do you know what, we can get this over the line. And I'm not even talking above 40 million. I'm talking 30, 20, whatever. Hopefully, we are in this position now where should there be a player that's available, we won't have to wait for the dominoes to fall. We should be the ones that create that domino to let everyone else go and get what they need to do. Tottenham Hotspur go and get what we need, if it's possible. If it's possible.
I think an interesting one is that kid Wharton, who's just going to Crystal Palace. So he's going there for, I think, about 22 million. And as we saw with like Eze and Elise players that we were linked with, we've again allowed another player who is, seen as raw potential and a real star in the making to go to what I would describe as a kind of intermediate Premier League club first. So it says to me a little bit like Levy and or the recruitment team or whatever are still in a position where they're like, well, we want to see that they're good enough in the Premier League first and then try and get them maybe towards the end of that contract. And I think if we were going to spend 22 million, then it might have been on a player like him, or maybe Anne just said, Jamie Donnelly has got as much chance of getting first team minutes as the kid Wharton does at this stage. The sad thing is, we don't get to hear what goes on within those meetings. I would love to know.
There is a player that we are linked with that looks like he's going to Barcelona, but then something is stalled. And I think his name is
that Swedish dude.
The Swedish wonder kid. So I know, like, I was upset about the whole Crystal Palace Adam Wharton thing, because I rate him highly. But yeah, this wonder kid that's 17, he's both-footed, playmaker, can play 10, 6, 8, you know what I'm saying? And the deal hasn't gone through for Barcelona yet. And Xavi wants to leave because he thinks things aren't right there. He said, even if we win the Champions League, I still want to go. So I'm just thinking, I know there's a lot resting on this January window, but do you reckon Spurs are holding out for the summer because there's going to be a lot of opportunity in this window where a lot of clubs might not be able to go for who they want, but then we're allowed to move because we have the advantage and we've got the leg room and the funds to maneuver on players like, I don't know, like you said, Elise or Eze, or other clubs can't because, in terms of profit and sustainability, they need to get rid of players before June, I think is the rule is.
Before the end of the June. I mean, I think my hunch is that Levy / Lang or whatever have been thinking, if it's genuinely true that Chelsea need to sell a homegrown player and Villa do, that on the last couple of days, they'll be like, okay, we don't need 50 anymore. We'll go for 40. And maybe then they'd pull the trigger. But if they've got their numbers wrong, and actually Chelsea and Villa don't definitely need to do it. Or I think Chelsea are trying to get rid of Broja, aren't they? And he's homegrown, so maybe they're thinking of getting the money in there. Then the other thing that Levy will be looking at is, well, Conor Gallagher doesn't seem any closer to signing a new deal, and in the summer it'll just be 12 months, and then we can get him at 25, 30.
Oh, no, pardon me. I'll tell you one thing. I'm so bored of Conor Gallagher. I am so bored of this story. For me, it's a complete non-starter. We're going to go back in to maybe verbally register our interest, to monitor the situation, to verbally agree, to maybe talk, to put in a bid. The bid will be short, and then it's such lazy journalism. This story is such lazy, and there's been a lot of it this window. Of course, this is what they've got to do. There's been a lot of it. I wouldn't even rule out you guys. I don't know what people in the chat are saying or think of like another loan with option to buy or obligation. Even I just think there are a few irons still in the fire. Where is it they're saying I think there's irons in the fire. And like you said, Don, with the analogy, Barnaby, for the cards, I think we do have a couple of cards that should something fall our way, we're there, or I think we do have the one domino where we could start it all off. So let's play some board games. We'll have some board games around transfer deadline day in Spurs.
There is a player that you like and I like, and he goes by the name of MGW at Forest. Morgan Gibbs White.
Top player.
Maybe we're holding out for someone like that because Forest are in a bit of trouble with FFP. So it's a possibility. I'm just saying, you never know.
What I like about him is he's got the swagger and the personality to really take it on, like similar to Madison.
Yeah,
I do like him.
So what he did against Arsenal.
I love MG.
You saw what he did against Arsenal. That was brilliant.
What I would say is it was interesting to me that Ange came out, I think just yesterday, and said that he'd had a few chats with Paratici. So that was the first thing from inside the club, really admitting that Paratici is still involved at some level. So in terms of what you're saying, Brian, about maybe some secret, some surprising loan with obligations, well, that's Paratici's bread and butter. So if they're still having chats, it means that Paratici is putting names forward to Big Ange. I think there's a chance that maybe some names have been put forward to Big Ange, and Ange said, no, that's not what I need right now. Like what I need, and we're not going to do this thing like the Jed Spence deal where we're going to sign one now that the manager doesn't definitely want. And to be honest, if that's the case, and we're theorizing, but if that's the case, then I think it's better for Spurs. If Ange is only going to say yes to the ones that he wants and needs to
Correct.
Yeah, I agree.
100%, boys. Well, so let's just say we got the job done. Back in the top four. Everton away is going to be a tough game, and who knows? There may or might not be a player. But the one thing I wholeheartedly believe is it won't be Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing with the Conor Gallagher, I totally understand why you're frustrated with it and think it's lazy journalism. But for me, it's as simple as, if you're the captain of Chelsea Football Club, or at least the acting captain of Chelsea Football Club, and agent talk and journalist talk is all saying you're maybe going to go to Spurs, he can tell his agent, say, I would never go to Tottenham. They are milking this. The agent side of it, they are milking it. And I don't doubt that they're milking it probably to try and get a better contract offer from Chelsea.
Bingo. That's exactly what I think it is, Barnaby. That's exactly what it is, in my opinion.
Giving him a better contract offer. And they didn't for Mason Mount either. And that's why Mason Mount went to Man United, did an interview in the Man United home dressing room with his dad saying, we're finally home. Like those, I'm telling you, those academy graduates at Chelsea who are being offered way less money than some of these young kids like Mariaki, who's come in from abroad. It's winding them up. It's winding them up, and so therefore,
of course,
they are willing to hear this story out. That's why I think, could it potentially happen? Yes. Do I think it's likely to happen? No. But if it does happen, I think almost let's put aside the fact that maybe he's not going to take us to the next level, but would it be a huge thing for Tottenham to get the acting captain of Chelsea out of their club? I think it would.
But it does give them more room. It gives them more room if we buy him in financial fair play.
But more room for them to hang themselves. Like, I think Poch will end up doing a good job there if he's given the time. But look, let's not kid ourselves. They've been absolutely done at Anfield again tonight.
Yeah.
They are, honestly, they've got too many young players all thrown in at once. It doesn't work on Football Manager. It doesn't work in real life. And someone's got to have a word with Todd Bowley and say, mate, take a step back. You are ruining us for now. And you know, there will be
Long may it continue, Barnaby. Long may it continue.
Of course, but Rory Jennings will be doing a video right now saying Poch out, it's all Poch's fault. And actually Poch is probably the only thing keeping them from being about 18th at the moment.
Yeah, true.
And you're right.
That's the things you love to hear in it. I mean, Rory Jennings will flap his gums now and talk utter nonsense and say random words in a sentence and try to make it sound like he knows everything. And when it comes to Chelsea, he may do, but it's general gibberish from him. So I look forward to watching the latest instalment of the Jennings meltdown.
Yeah, Brian, top man as ever. Really good. Eloquently put.
Always a pleasure, boys.
And always a pleasure to speak to you, especially when Spurs have won 3 points. No matter how we got over the line, the important thing is we did get over the line.
And we're fourth.
That's important for me to remember more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Damn right. Well, listen, guys, enjoy the rest of the show. Everyone in the chat, have a great evening. I'm sure I'll speak to you all soon. And as always, Levy out.
Okay, see you, Brian. Top man. Should we see what some of the comments are saying before we get on to our next caller?
Yeah. So at the moment, they're saying Sean Lynch, only MC and CFC have more wins in the last 5 games. That's Man City and Chelsea. Okay.
Chelsea on a decent run.
Godfrey Drummond says, like Alex Scott to Bournemouth, when we should have pinched him from Bristol City, as Barnaby was saying.
Yeah, he looks like a top player and a big Spurs fan as well. But there seems to be, like I said, just this change of policy in Spurs. That we're going to let them go to these kind of middle Premier League clubs first.
Timo, from Callum, Timo shows he can gel with Maddie, Udogie, and soon Sonny. Can't wait.
Were you watching the Asian Cup game where?
No, I didn't get to watch it.
So I watched it, or at least I watched the last bit of it where Korea equalised in the 99th minute, and then it went to penalties. And look, I don't want Sonny to be unhappy, but I wanted him home for Everton.
Don't worry, you weren't alone.
I wanted him home for Everton. Next up on the lines, as ever, the legend that is the always slightly relaxed KPV. KPV, how you doing, man?
Oh, you didn't know? You better call somebody else. Huh? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's that D Generation X. It's the KPV. That's how you introduce him.
Yeah, starting from the win, but first half again, as always.
We got to turn you up, bro. You're a bit low.
Yeah, you're so relaxed we can't see you. There we go.
Yeah, we need to get you closer to the mic. Yeah, closer to the mic, bro.
You can see me now?
Yeah.
You can see you. You sound a bit low, though. You sound like you're far away.
I'm in a lounge, mate. But
oh, in the lounge. You're chilling, yeah?
What did you make of that game, KPV?
First half of the second pretty poor, but second half, dug deep and got the 3 goals we needed. Adobe, second
Straight.
of the season, and Brennan Johnson, second of the season. So 2 goals. Yeah, Brennan and Adobe, and Richarlison on form. He's now got more goals than Gabriel Jesus and Saka. So
Tell him again.
Richarlison has got more goals than Bukayo for Saka and Gabriel 3 goals.
Love it.
They think they're going to win the league, well they're not, because I'd rather it be Liverpool. But we're
damn right.
I heard we're still in the hunt. So who said, like, yeah, still annoyed from Friday. I don't know how that wasn't a foul. Like, that was a foul. Like, Ruben Diaz floored into Bukayo, so I don't know why Paul Tierney didn't, like, have a look, but it was a foul. So Paul Tierney still the worst referee. And but great win tonight. Everton away and going to be tough, but the way record Everton not that bad, but a couple of goals and I think a 1 win, 6-2.
What?
2018.
What did you make of Werner? What did you make of Werner's performance today?
Brilliant. Like, he's now got more assists than Brent had, and I don't know who else it says on the stat, but more assists than, yeah, Saka has. So 2 assists in 2 games, and yeah, another brilliant performance from him. Like in the Prem, so long may it continue. Great player, and he is going to come good. So he has played good the last 2 games. So make the deal permanent in the summer, or tomorrow, so might as well make it permanent. 'Cause
Yeah, it's only 15. It's only 15 million euros, isn't it? I tell you what. One thing that we haven't talked about yet, I want to get your opinion on KPV. How good it was today, actually, for us when things were going wrong at halftime, to have the options on the bench for the first time in a long time, where we could turn it round, make something different happen, and bring on some senior players. I think finally that shows that, as we've been talking about for a while, getting to the end of January, getting some of those players back from injury, and obviously Sarr back for the Everton game, and then hopefully Bissouma and Sonny not too far in the future, that maybe, it is finally a situation where we can surprise opposition when things aren't going as we want them to.
yeah, absolutely, 100%. Like, yeah, we can surprise them, and when those players come back, like Son and Basuma, like they're still into the next round. So started for him, like he scored a penalty and the Senegal goalkeeper missed, so got him, but he's coming home, so brilliant. So can't wait to see him on Sunday, I think, or Saturday, yeah, Saturday. So another goal for him would be nice. And yeah, we've got Brighton afterwards, so yeah, great performance tonight. But yeah, when those two players come back, the Premier League ain't ready. We're gonna
Jeez.
ready.
Sonny boy.
Sonny boy, he's got 12 goals, but yeah, and so when he comes back, he's gonna win the Golden Boot. Because Erling Haaland just came off the bench tonight, didn't score, so like didn't score tonight. But when Son comes back, he's gonna win the Golden Boot for a second time. So yeah, long may it continue, and I don't think we lost the Premier League game in January. So long may it
Come on.
continue. So,
Come on, my G.
So Big Ange up for his fourth Premier League Manager of the Month award then.
Oh, don't do that. We might get a jinx.
KPV, can I just ask you a question? Because I thought Ivan Toney played brilliantly tonight, and it really looked to me like he was trying to, put his name out there as like, you're a big club, you want me, this is what you'll get straight away. Would you want him at Spurs? And if so, how much would you be willing for Spurs to slap down tomorrow to try and get him through the door?
I'd love him at Spurs. I'd say about, I don't know, what, 90 something. I know.
When's his contract up? Isn't it only 18 months or something?
Yeah, something's
It's never 90. It's never 90. I mean, yeah, remember Brentford when we were supposedly in for David Raya? They were saying, it has to be 50 or 60. They ended up losing him for a loan plus 20 million obligation, right?
That's right.
So I think it's more like, I honestly think if we slap down the money that we put down for Richarlison, like 58, 60 million, then I think with only 18 months left on his contract, they'd have to say yes. But the problem being, and I'm not, look, I'm totally like...
Yeah, his contract ends on June 30th, 2025.
So totally hypothetically, obviously, Brentford don't have time to get a replacement in and they've got injuries. But in the summer, the most they will get for him is 45, 50 mil.
Yeah, I'd love him at Spurs too. Why not? Like, we need someone that can replace Kane. Richarlison's not that. I know Son, was on the plot when Kane was injured on a run to the Champions League final. He was banging the goals in, Lewandowski was. So, we need someone that can score 20, 30 goals a season. So, why not Tony? Like, why not? I love him. So,
he just looks like he's got the self-belief, like a proper number 9 self-belief, like bashing people over, running the channels. And the thing I think as well that we're forgetting is Richarlison can play off the left as well, so it doesn't mean him or Richarlison. And also Sonny is like 32, 33 now. It's more like future-proofing a little bit as well. But look, I'm not
27.
saying...
He's 27.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying that, if ever there was a night at the lane where a player has come and said, do you fancy a piece of me? I thought it was tonight. I thought he was outstanding.
Also, do you think what's the captain Norgard? Do you think he should have been sent off, KPV?
Yeah, he should have, man. I don't know why he was still on the pitch. Like, Dunk should have been sent off for that challenge on Kulusevski in December.
Yeah.
I don't know how he was still on the pitch. So 2 captains should have been sent off, like Dunk and now Norgard. Lucky Danish kid, still on the pitch. Like, yeah, it should have been sent off. Like, I don't know how he was still on the pitch. Like, should have been off, mate. But you're lucky to still be on the pitch. Next time you play, next season at home, you're definitely getting sent off. You're going to get injured, mate. And you're still lucky. But hopefully, England will slap them up in the Euros again, like we did 3 years ago. And he's getting destroyed again. Yeah, he ended England's clean sheet. So, like, 1 goal conceded. That was, so he ain't going to score another free kick for Denmark. Because, yeah, Højbjerg, Højlund, and Eriksson and Norgård are Danish. So, oh, Danish friends!
KPV,
Yeah,
top man. Did you already give your man of the match just before we let you go? Or if not, let us know.
I'm Richarlison, mate. Richarlison.
Richie,
Richie.
the pigeon boy.
Yeah, a pigeon boy. Woo, woo. Expressions calling out Mopé on Twitter. My guy. Expressions calling him out. And have that, Mopé. You're doing Madison celebration. Saka did, so not
Yeah.
great.
I did say it. I did say at the time. Anybody who's done the darts celebration, trying to take the piss before, it's usually turned around to bite them on the arse. KPV, thank you so much for calling in again. I'm sure we'll speak to you after the Everton game on Saturday.
Love, yeah.
Yeah, I'll see you Sunday, boys. And as always, come on, you Spurs. Big Andrew.
Come on, you Spurs.
Top man. Top man. Ash, just kind of heading into our last 10 minutes or so, just wanted to ask about your thoughts heading into this Everton game on Saturday.
Yep.
Like I said earlier, they're not on a great run, but Goodison, can be a very difficult place to go. Although Spurs have a great record at Goodison in the main.
Yeah, I do remember the last game though. Do you remember the last game at Goodison's Park?
What was it? Which one?
And it was one. I think was it the one he got sent off? Was it Lucas Moura? Was that the last game?
Wait, there was one game there a few games ago
and
where
they
we had
scored,
2 men sent off.
And they scored I remember who was it? He scored a banger. Let me know in the comments. But someone scored a banger, and I was like, oh, it's all falling apart.
But we had the 6-2 there where Eriksson
yeah,
scored
we played well. We
also had the one where Sonny got sent off for not injuring Andre Gomez, but everyone thought he'd.
Oh yeah, the leg
fault.
break. Yeah.
And I feel like we maybe got 2 sent off in that game, but maybe not. But
yeah, going back to the actual game itself, we've seen how dangerous they are. Similar to Brentford, they don't like to do 5 or 10 passes like we like to have holding possession. I think they're one of the teams that have the least amount of possession in the league.
Yes, they are. They're the third lowest.
Third lowest, right. So you know that what we're going to expect from them. They're going to be very direct.
But weirdly, did we do the Everton game together here? I'm not sure. But when we were playing them at home,
maybe
they actually played more football at the Spurs Stadium than I expected.
It
wasn't quite as simple as it going direct straight away. It's about getting it into good positions and then kind of
They kind of worked it where their winger that used to play for Burnley, he played under Sean Dyche. Dwight McNeil was fantastic that game.
And Harrison on the other side as well.
Yeah, and I felt they held onto the ball well. And then they allowed their players to kind of move up the pitch. And then that's when they did 1 or 2 passes. Yeah. And then they kind of hit the channel. And I remember there was another player, a young kid. Is it James?
Yes.
James,
they've got
midfielder. He's plays in that kind of 10 kind of role.
They really rate
Absolutely.
him.
I like him. Yeah. I think he's great. I saw him. I was like, that was the first time I properly looked at him.
Yeah.
Because I saw he was doing bits for Everton, but I hadn't seen him play. And I thought he's one to look out for. So yeah, McNeil, him, and Harrison, those are the 3 players.
Calvert-Lewin is back fit now, and
Calvert-Lewin's Calvert-Lewin. He can be, but I'm not really worried about him, if that makes sense. I know in the year he can be a threat, but between Van der Ven and Romero, I think they've got more than enough to deal with that. But yeah, that game we never had our centre backs, did we?
And we didn't have Maddison.
And we didn't have Maddison either. Yeah. So and also, as I said before, Sarr will be back, and I just think Sarr just adds. What he does is, not only does he clean up, but in those tight spaces, in those tight areas, is able to see the picture a little bit quicker than other midfielders. And I think that's what helps us to progress up the pitch. And then when we're up the pitch with a numerical advantage, then we can make that killer pass a little bit easier. And then we can make our minds up in terms of final third being more clinical, etc., etc. And I think that's what Sarr helps. I know he hasn't got a lot of goals and a lot of assists, and that's why he gets slept on a lot. But that's what we're missing. And I think that's what he's going to give us: a lot of legs, a lot of energy, endurance, fitness-wise.
Exactly. I think he does
tenacity.
I think he does a lot of the stuff that goes unseen.
That's what I meant.
Do you know what I mean? And it's true. And you saying energy and legs is one of the huge things. And actually, and I agree with some of our callers who said, Skip didn't do too badly, and he was fine. He was working hard. but Saad just seems to manage to do that job in a way where he's more visible and he's taking other players, the ball carrying, and he's taking other players away from the game as well. For me, with it being the early Saturday game, what Spurs need to do, I think, is not allow Everton to get a foothold in the game. Don't allow the crowd to get into it. And in fact, if we could get an early goal in that game, I think the Everton fans could get on their backs a little bit. They do that. Yeah. But if we allow them to get an early goal, what with everything that's been going against Everton this season, the 10 points and being on a bit of a bad run now, I think the fact that when they came to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, they were on a good run. Yeah. They'd actually won 3 or 4 on the spin, and they were really confident. And I think if we don't give them an early goal, we can play on the fact that they won't be nearly as confident, and we should be able to work in little pockets of space and make some chances. In fact, more chances than I think we made tonight.
They would have thought they were unlucky at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium not to get something from that, not to get a point. But I just think with Spurs, it shows how much character we actually do have, because we went a goal down today. Yeah. And it's not the first time that's happened. We've gone down a goal before. And we've managed...
2 down. We were poor.
Yeah, but we've managed to turn it around. We haven't kind of wet the bed. We've kind of picked ourselves up and we've got on with it. And the way we replied in the second half, I'm hoping even if we were to concede, because we seem like, I think we're like the 3rd or 4th highest team in terms of like conceding goals, yeah. So, but like we said before,
play one defender.
Yeah, I mean exactly. I think that's the Ange way. We're going to concede a lot of big chances the way we play the high line, etc. But I just think going into that game, having so many players back again. What we spoke about earlier with Maddison not playing with regular players, having different chemistries, different patterns of play. Normally you're here, normally you're there. You know, when you're playing on the pitch, now he's getting Saar back. That's another piece to the puzzle, which is going to help kind of marry things together and let that midfield back to where it was when we went on an undefeated streak. Now we're just missing maybe one player or 2 players, so Basuma and Son. But I think going forward, that's going to give the squad, the players a huge boost going into Saturday.
I want to ask one more question. In the second half today, Ange changed us to something, and obviously we needed to be a bit more on the front foot. Yeah. But he changed to something that a lot of fans have been theorising on whether we could do starting a game, which is playing 1-6 and then 2 more attacking 8s. So in this case, it was Højbjerg came in as the 6, and then obviously it was Maddison and Kulusevski was brought across.
That's right.
Now, we scored 3 goals in 5 minutes. Yeah. Then after that, we did give up a lot of space in central midfield.
We did.
I'm not saying against Everton, but what I'm saying is when we then get back into the home fixtures, of which we have, I think, 3 in a row against Palace, Brighton, and one other, would you, against, say, a Palace who, under Hodgson, assuming he's still there, will play a low block, would you at any point be tempted to start with more of an open midfield like that?
Brighton's the other game.
It's Brighton, Palace. So
Everton,
next,
Brighton, and Palace.
And then who's after that? I think we've got another home game after that. Anyway, let us know in the comments. But say against Palace, would you be willing to
Wolves
at home?
Wolves at home and then Chelsea away.
Okay.
So we got 4 to 3 winnable games in a row, basically. And you're asking, can we go more? I've been calling for this. I've been having massive debates in my WhatsApp groups. So people are saying it's way too expansive, way too open. But when you're playing the way Ange plays in a front-footed team, there's times when I feel like, especially in that first half, if we get that early goal, we could blow teams away, if that makes sense. And then if things aren't working out, then we go back to maybe like a double pivot where we got 2 6s. Because that's how I feel like we are at the moment. Yeah. When we started a Bentancur and a Skip, they're more like, it feels like a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, exactly. That's what it feels like to me. But actually, when you have the 2 midfielders trying to, because remember, they're low blocks. All they want to do is stay central. And Maddison alluded to it. He wants Spurs to play a lot more central. He doesn't really want us to play super wide. He lets the wingers play wide, but that's why you get the Udogis doing the underlapping runs, the Poros coming inside, finding those diagonal balls, etc., etc. If you've got 2 players running in late into the box, that's another person that you could hit, that you could possibly get to the byline or possibly, get a shot off, possibly find a pass. When Maddison gets on that ball, he does that through ball. Yeah. If you through ball it to someone that can actually have a quality shot, left foot or right foot, then it might work. It might actually happen. So there was times where I saw the ball fizz into a fullback like Udogie, and Udogie just wants it on his left foot. It's not quite falling for him. And his instinct, because he's a fullback, it's not always to shoot. He's always looking to find that pass, find someone in that 6-yard box. So for me, if you put 2 8s in there, then at least one of them's going to try and have a crack. Do you know what I mean? And you've got Sarr coming in as well. So, you know,
I think it's a shame that during this period, Lo Celso has got injured again because
it's such a shame. Such a shame.
I can totally see it. I could totally see a situation in a game like today, and it did work anyway.
Yeah.
But where he's like, actually, I'll take Kulusevski off, or keep Kulusevski wide, bring Lo Celso on to play with Maddison.
Exactly.
And then when everything's really tight in the middle, they have the class to take those little 1-2s together. I'm not saying Kulusevski did it badly. He didn't. He did well.
No. Yeah, it's no problem with it. I just want to know, would you put Maddison on the right-hand side as the 8 and leave Lo Celso on the left as the 8, or would you put Lo Celso as the right 8 and Maddison as the left 8?
I'd see them kind of as quite fluid, so I don't really see them. What I would say is when Sarr plays, he's always kind of on the right side.
Yeah.
But when it's Madders and players like Lo Celso or Kulusevski, I see it as slightly more fluid. But yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, that's my way of saying I don't know.
No, I agree. It could be fluid. It's not like one player stays in one position. Obviously, we see Maddison a lot on the left, and I've seen Lo Celso a lot on the left. And even Kulu, because he's left-footed, sometimes he drifts off to the left, but sometimes he drifts off to the right because he has played on the right wing a lot. Yeah. But it'd be interesting to see like how that dynamic would work. Yeah. And both of them like to get the ball from deep as well. So it's just about them knowing, and they haven't played together as well. It'd be interesting to see if Lo Celso would find Maddison further up the pitch. And actually, when Maddison's higher up the pitch, he's so dangerous. Exactly. He's so dangerous. And that goal actually came from having a shot.
Of course.
Getting deflected. So that's what we want Maddison. We want Maddison further forward. And if we've got another player that's more creative at the back, then that can happen alongside a Bentancur.
I just, it's unlikely, but I just want a situation where we've got all of our players available and then you've got so many different options to change things. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching tonight's post-match review and the watch-along. Once again, come and find me in the title box at @BarnabySlater_. I have a daily podcast show, the Spurred On podcast, which you can find there on YouTube or on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in the Spurred On podcast. Daily content. Also, amazing daily content at Southview Coys, where Ashmatic and his gang of merry men are. Make sure you go and check that out in the title, in the description box. Give it a subscribe. Give us both a subscribe. And of course, subscribe to We Are Tottenham TV and become a member. And then you can speak to us after games. I will be here again for the Everton game. Are you here on Saturday for the Everton game?
I'm not. I'm not sure who's here, but I'm not. No.
Doesn't matter.
Sim.
Oh, yes, that's right. It's Sim, the OG, will be here with me
Jeez,
on
what
Saturday.
A show. What
but
a show.
The good thing is that Ash and I didn't have a great record together before, but we got the 3 points today. We're taking all the credit for it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you press that subscribe button. And as ever, come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.